From the Everlight Solar Studio, this is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
It is the Friday edition. We've got Monday Night Football this week, so all those things you expect on Friday, not getting them. Gonna be a little different today. Really different. Starting at 11 o'clock. Stay tuned for that edition. How about them Badgers? On to the Elite Eights. Wisconsin and Oregon tomorrow night for a berth in the Final Four edition. And had some really good conversations yesterday with LaFleur and Love. Sean Clifford, really enjoyed my talk with him. Some interesting things coming out of that edition of Wilde and Tausch. On 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need on WisconsinOnDemand.com and the Wisconsin On Demand app. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. And from his undisclosed location, which is legitimately undisclosed, and we've got that smiling mug of his on the sideline during his playing days on our video feed. So he's really undisclosed. He's the Packers Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame hockey dad, somewhat figurehead of the Academy of Headlines. It is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Jesse, how good is your photoshopping?
Not great.
Can you put that smile? It's a good picture of me. I like that when I'm
Very
out.
flattering.
I like it. Yeah, I look good. Can you put an arch over it? Like the arch.
Like a McDonald's arches?
No, it's got to be the arch. Like the arch of arches.
Arch
That's a
Manning.
little tease.
Oh, is that a
where
hint?
I may be. Yeah.
Wow, where could it
It's
be?
a really hard one to figure
John
out.
Archer.
Are you in South Dakota?
Great places, South Dakota.
Jesse and I are in sync. Nicely done.
Yeah, me and Mama Jackrabbit. I believe South Dakota State probably has a big tilt this weekend. I do not know because they're not playing Idaho, but I'm sure they're still in it because they're the number one team in the country. But yeah, I'm in the Lou. Is that what people call St. Louis? The Lou?
I don't know. You're in St. Louis. Can you ask people?
I'll
if they
ask
call it
somebody.
the Lou?
Well,
Never heard
yeah.
anyone from St. Louis call it the Lou.
Okay, well, I'll
before,
ask,
no.
and I'll get back to you guys next week on that. But I'm going to tell you, you know how life has a funny way of kind of kicking you in the teeth sometimes? Like, I think everybody has that happen to them.
Sure. Yeah.
When you do a long road trip, yeah, you guys know I've done many of these. I've discussed this numerous times on this program.
Mm-hmm.
I have a massive case of forward motion. I don't know what would be the last word on that? Forward motion complex, whatever that might be. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I grab a couple subs to feed. I grab a bunch of subs to bring in the trip. 6 people in the car and So I'm loading up the hockey stuff, and my boy Kelmer decides he's going to drive. So we're loading all the stuff up in his Suburban, and, you know, I look, don't think anything of it, and we get to about Janesville, and Kelmer's like, hey, I packed some sandwiches. And I said, yeah, I got some 2 Macs. Grab those sandwiches. And he looks like, no, I don't have them. We left the subs in my Tahoe at Old Boy's place.
Oh, boy.
I wanted to say, should we turn around? But my principles will not allow me to do that.
How far had you
That's
gotten?
the question. We had gotten to right around Janesville, the Edgerton, Janesville area.
Yeah, you can't go back for sandwiches.
But it's a 6-hour trip.
You got to go buy more sandwiches.
Do you go off of the ratio of time you're in the car, or is it what? Because in all honesty, I went back and we discussed this ad nauseum, and I said, had we just pulled out and I could still see the car, we could have stopped. Once the car was not visible, even if I had 4 bars of gold in my car, I would say we have to keep going. But the ironic part is, if it was a hockey bag full of all the gear, we'd have to turn around.
Correct.
Do you get what I'm saying here? It's a real conundrum.
Doesn't sound like it was one for you, though.
No,
you were never going back.
We were never, ever, ever getting back to the car to get the subs. That was a Taylor Swift reference.
No, that was good. That was very well done,
Thanks.
Surprisingly.
Thank you. What do you mean surprisingly?
I'm curious. I'm glad you caught that. I'm curious, how long will those subs be sitting in your vehicle before you return to them? And does any of them have mayonnaise on it?
You bring up a couple of great questions. There is not mayonnaise. Unfortunately, I think there is guacamole on one of them.
Oh, no.
So I think that's probably a deal breaker. And I think that's supposed to be a hot streak this weekend, too.
I believe so.
We might be in trouble with those subs. They might be
Zimbrick's going to be doing some detailing to get rid of the stench.
That might be fixed. That might be a lost leader. Yeah, I think old girl might go out and get it out, because there's also onion. There's some onion on it. So Sarah, if you're listening, why don't you run down and grab those?
What? That's a good
plan.
So
that was part of my night. And then the other thing is, we're in the car. He's got Home Alone going, and nice. You forget. I know we'll talk shrinkflation and inflation and everything else, but the amount that Kevin got at that grocery/drugstore for $20 is incredible when you start looking back at it.
Thrifty.
So those are kind of my
That's
two big
what stands
takeaways.
out to you from Home Alone.
It's definitely one of the things that stands out. Yeah, for sure. It's a heck of a deal.
Does Kevin get a bad rap?
In what regard?
I feel like everyone is more of a jerk to him than he is a jerk to others.
Well, you don't know the whole backstory.
And it's incited by the way he's treated that leads to him being pegged as the problem child.
Yeah, but I feel like he is probably super annoying pre-camera. Like, there's no way everybody's so annoyed by him
in the
if he's not
prequel
super annoying.
to Home Alone.
Yeah,
I think Kevin is annoying is the prequel.
And I think wasn't the whole point of the movie that he had to figure that out as he was home alone? Wasn't that the whole premise of it?
I think he just, he wishes his family would disappear, and he learns how much he loves his family, even though his brother Buzz is a total jackwagon.
He is a total, yes. Buzz is a jaywad. I couldn't agree more.
I'm glad we're on the same page. It's like we finish each other's sentences.
But, the other thing is, my boy Kelmer, who, again, for you guys as the recurring characters on this TV show and radio show, Kelmer is the doctor that saved someone's life at the Top Golf joint with the Heimlich maneuver. So
the doctor. Him and Cripsy were in the car, and Cripsy is our elevator guy.
Okay.
So,
who's the Tom Hanks guy?
That's Hatch.
Okay.
Hatch, and I saw Hatch a couple weeks ago. I said, hey, it's time for you to pick your game up. You haven't contributed jack to the show in about 3 years. So I don't know if he's going to listen and actually do something. Yeah, no doubt. But we went the entire trip, no stops, 0
6
stops.
hours without a single stop and without the sandwiches?
Yes,
what?
It is. It's one of the great underdog stories of all time.
It's one of the worst parenting stories I've ever heard.
That's brutal.
With 3 kids drinking waters, eating chips, eating sandwiches. It was fantastic.
Like, don't you ever
6 hours?
Don't you ever want to just get out of the car and
Right,
get some
stretch
fresh
your
air?
legs.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie
that
to you.
car's got a
So we
smell.
got here, and the ironic part is, well, it's not going to smell as bad as my Tahoe with that
No,
onion sandwich. in
Very,
it.
very.
But the ironic part was we ended up stopping a block from the hotel to get great barbecue because you're in St. Louis, you got to get barbecue. And
That's
I've told you
Kansas
my
City.
left knee. Well, it's all kind of whatever. My left
Same
knee.
city.
Total
They're both in
opposite
Missouri.
sides of the state.
My left knee was stiff and sore, but I was so proud of Doc for being able to pull off the 6 hours straight. It was just an incredible feat. It was an incredible feat. So we're here safe and sound,
6
ready to play some
hours.
hockey. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we need to put this on the Twitter feed or whatever we're calling it now, the
Okay.
X feed.
Sure.
What's the longest you have driven nonstop without like even stopping for gas and to pee and get a snack? That sounds like kind of the end of the spectrum to me. That's pushing it.
You know, the
6
funny
hours.
part of this was everybody in the car was like, boy, that flew by.
Well, they had
Everybody.
Kevin and Home Alone. What else did they watch? They could have watched it 3 times. without
The
stopping.
kids were playing, and Max is behind the 8 ball on this because he doesn't have a gaming system to the degree these guys do, and a cell phone, and he's got his little baby flip watch, which he's more than content with. Fortnite is still going, which I thought Fortnite when those kids were flossing, that whole floss thing. that
Yeah,
I saw
big
in
on the
Little League.
flossing. Yeah. Mhm.
This thing is still going. People are still interested in Fortnite. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Our girls
It's
don't
still a
play
big
those games
deal.
either.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So I got Max reading John Grisham books, and he's back there reading about Nietzsche and Henry David Thoreau, and these kids are doing whatever. So we'll just let the punches roll where they will.
Getting lots of feedback from folks on the Lou, the Packer Ranter informing us, Big Cat informing us. Nelly refers to St. Louis as the Lou in the song Country Grammar.
Yeah, me and Nelly are real similar in that regard. We both call it the Lou.
And you both drive for 6 hours without stopping. One last thing. Did anyone even dare to suggest that they had to go to the bathroom during those 6 hours? Or has your reputation gotten to the point where everyone knows, don't even say anything, just hold it or pee your pants?
Listen, Doc Kelm, obviously you drive, you dictate. That's the rules. Doc Kelm is, I think, similar to me. Cripsy has got like a peanut bladder. And I think we got to about a little before Granite City, and he was starting to pout and kind of whine. But I think had we gotten to like Bloomington, I think we would have probably stopped. But since Granite City's only about 20 minutes, we just said plow through, hold it. And Cripsy was able to do that, which is a win for all of us.
Cripsy, thank you for your service and for your bladder discomfort. All right. That I'm not surprised by that. I want to be surprised by that, but I'm completely not surprised by that. By the way,
how hypocritical would I have been if I said we have to turn around and get the sandwiches?
Yeah, it would have been bad.
I can't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, and I didn't do it.
No, and
I was
now Sarah
really
gets
disappointed in myself.
to take in that
I
scent when she empties out
Yeah.
your truck for you, which what a team player she is.
She
Speaking
is.
of teams, the South Dakota State Jackrabbits, top seeded, taking on Villanova in their round of 8, I think. And then your favorite team, the Idaho Vandals.
they're at
coached
the
by your
Kibby
friend
Dome again.
Jason
They got a home
Eck.
game.
Home against Albany. It's a long
you don't
road
mess
trip
with
for
Albany.
the Great
That
Danes or
long
whatever
trip.
the Albanys are. So tune in to that.
Places, great places, South Dakota.
What happens if they play each other?
It's a great question.
I'm all
going.
Idaho. It's about people.
We're
It's always
going.
about people. You guys know that.
Wait.
Hey, if they play each other in Frisco, Texas, we're doing the show from there. And Mama Jackrabbit is going to be our co-host.
Celebrity guest picker.
Yes. Listen, the odds of that happening, Idaho will not be favored. South Dakota State will be. If Idaho makes it to Frisco, we're going on the road. I don't know who's going to cover it. We'll figure all that out. But Mama Jackrabbit, as long as you're good, you're coming with us.
All right. Well, we look forward to that. I hope that actually does happen. That would be fun to see.
It would be really fun.
What's also fun is listening to you tell us about shrinkflation. Well, no, shrinkflation was last month, right? It's Santa's elves now with Gina Della and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Yeah, Santa's been talking about a very, very special gift. You can unwrap.
That was a new version.
Santa's been talking about a very special gift that you can unwrap now, but pay for a year and a half later. Let Pella replace your leaky windows and doors while you put no money down and you make no payments. And yeah, it's I've studied it. I've checked it. You don't have to pay any interest, nothing for 18 months. And Pella's little elves, they'll install year round and can finish installation in as little as a day. But hurry up. This incredible deal ends on December 31st. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions do apply. See showroom for details.
All right, we got a lot packed into this Friday edition of Wilde and Tausch. Ben Brust is going to join us later for our Feel Good Friday. We got a new game we're going to unveil. We got to crown a champion of the Jingle for Your Cringle contest. We've got the weekend preview, but next, I did go to Jordan Love's session at his locker yesterday. We talked about a myriad of things, including a matter of trust. We'll talk about that next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here, and it's another Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints. Red, white, green, gold. Not only are they the bold colors of our state's favorite football teams, they're also some of the most recognizable colors of the holiday season. Whatever colors your next paint project calls for, do what my family did and trust Holman Lindsay's pro painters to get the job done right. Choosing the pros is the way to go. All you have to do to get connected with them is stop into any of Holman Lindsay's Madison area locations, ask, and they'll help find the pro painters best suited for what you need. And don't forget, there's only one paint in Wisconsin made for Wisconsin's weather year-round, and that's Holman Lindsay Paints. Holman Lindsay, great paint, great people, and stay tuned to enjoy Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. The Minnesota Vikings, one of 5, 6, and 6 NFC teams fighting for a postseason berth, head to Las Vegas to face Devontae Adams and the Raiders. Coverage begins at 4 Eastern on select ESPN radio stations.
Ho, 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 I need a window.
Baby, it's cold outside.
So where do I go? Ho,
Come on, Santa. Go to Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Put no money down, no payment, and no interest for up to 18 months.
Pella now, pay later.
That's right, Santa. Plus, our elves install year-round and in as little as 1 day. Offer ends December 31st. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. See showroom for details.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
One of the best high school basketball tournaments in the state is back December 15th and 16th at Madison College. The 608 basketball tournament features some of the best teams from around the state and star players coming to Wisconsin next year. And you can be there to experience the greatness. Friday's semifinals start at 6:30. Saturday's slate of 4 games, including the championship and some great showcases, start at 1:30. Check out the full list of teams and D1 recruits participating and purchase discounted tickets early at MadisonCollegeRecreation.com. The 608 basketball tournament, December 15th and 16th at Madison College.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
The holidays are coming quick, and Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton is the place to be this holiday season. Whether you're entertaining your top clients or rewarding your favorite teammates, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton is the spot for you. And of course, if you have family in town or you're looking for a holiday dinner with your significant other, there's no better place to take them than Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. As always, don't miss that horseshoe bar, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. The best place to go, especially this holiday season.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
So, I know I get a lot of grief when I don't go to Jordan Love for his Wednesday session. So I went, but I wanted to go. I had questions for him. And I don't know, Jesse, if this is from my question about can plays and how much more responsibility Matt LaFleur is giving him at the line of scrimmage, because he talked for a while, and he was good yesterday. We got some good insight from him, and I enjoyed our back and forth. But there is definitely a trust factor going on with this group and an increase in that trust. And when Tausch was getting after Matt LaFleur for the team regressing and the offense looking bleh, while it was a valid criticism, I do want to add that in talking with Sean Clifford, the backup quarterback, Tausch, that he actually said early on, man, I think it was the right decision to do a lot of simple stuff because we just weren't doing it very well, which I thought was a very honest assessment of where their offense was. But now, obviously, things have changed and they're able to do more things. Has that jumped out at you, how different they look?
Well, I mean, obviously, I think everything looks better when you're executing it better. And when, Detroit, the slant pass that, I think Watson ran the wrong route.
Yep.
When it works out, it's okay, and you can build off of it. You make those mistakes, everybody is freaking out. What are you doing? And you have to be able to execute. So coaches understand that you have to tailor game plans to people's strengths, and that people feel confident in doing. And that's why coaches will say, what do you think? And, Jordan or whatever quarterback could say, I don't like it. Or when you're practicing it, if it doesn't look right, they'll scrap it and get it out of the game plan. So, but you can't just, and the part that I had issues with, it wasn't that you were simplifying it and letting these guys play. It was that you were accepting and just saying, well, that's a young team, or you can't give excuses. And I told you guys the Mike McCarthy tale where, I felt like he was gone crazy in, double protecting for some of our young players back in 2006. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, I understand that you have to do, but at some point you got to go play, and you have to let these guys make mistakes and grow and not baby and say, well, this isn't, because nobody cares. And that's why I loved LaFleur's kind of flip on, hey, we got to grow up. Doesn't matter all this stuff. And I think we all knew that there were going to be growing pains. It was, let's see these guys improve. And I do think, that Bears game early with the success they had probably gave fans and, for me, maybe a false sense of where this team was. And then reality kind of set in, and you have the October swoon. But to their credit, they bounced out of it. they've progressed, and now you're looking at adding things and building off of those successes that you had, stacking successes, and you move forward with that. And that's the part that I think most of us should be pretty excited about.
You're absolutely right. And there is definitely a greater trust that is being shown by the coaches in Jordan Love, but there's also a trust from all the players around him. Here's Jordan talking about that trust.
No, I definitely feel like that. And I think that's a huge part of it. It's just being able to have obviously a head coach, a play caller that believes and trusts in me to be able to, give me a little bit more freedom at the line, freedom with the play calls, and just him trust me that I'm gonna get us to the right play. I think that's huge. But I think just this whole thing. Having the trust of the whole locker room, the coaching staff. I think all of that plays a part in it, and it's huge, and it helps me, have the confidence to go out there and do what I do.
Tausch, the question that Jesse posed on our rundown, which I think is a good one, I trust him more too. I still think there's miles and miles and miles to go between where he is and what he could become, right? Like, he's not in any way a finished product or a guy that is playing at the level that we became accustomed to over the last 3 decades, but he is looking really good. In the last 3 games especially, 8 tutters, no picks. He's been really good. There's no denying it. But yeah, I do trust him.
I agree. I think that's the part that is really hard for fans, especially this, we're spoiled. We've seen things at a high level and expect things to continue that way without any hiccups. And, there are obviously hiccups. And I think Jordan Love, looking at what he's been able to do, how he's looked the last 2 or 3 weeks, you just outplayed the MVP, an MVP quarterback as world champion, and it wasn't close. Like, he looked, if he can continue on that trajectory, you're right. There is a lot of growth yet for him to have. And if this is the baseline, what we saw, and that doesn't mean every week's going to look that good, but that's the part that I think we should all be excited about, because again, when you're judging young players, and I don't remember who said this, you want to look at what their great things are that they can reach.
Steve Homer True.
Maybe it was, and I hate citing Homer, but I will, because he did say that there's a lot of knowledge within that, because you hope that they can get there. Now, can they consistently do it? Right. Are there traits that they work? That's always been the part with Jordan that everybody's loved: his attitude, his work ethic. It was just, can he make any of these throws? Because all of that stuff's great, and you love having people around like that, but you got to do it. And now you're starting to see that. You marry that up, and all of a sudden the sky is the limit as far as what this young man can do.
Yeah, the consistency is obviously the key. And I get a lot of – I was on in Beaver Dam this morning with Wade Bates, obviously talked to – Gabe and Chewy this morning on our Dude Friday on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Where's Wilde?
Yeah, that's a great, well done. Not in South Dakota.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah, you can't force it. Well, you're forced. That's forced.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on.
The glory of our South Dakota love.
Hey, do you guys think when who's going out, when you think the team that's going out to play South Dakota State, do you think that they're going to go to that archaeological dig as like a, it's a playoff game, which is like a bowl game?
Got to stay focused.
Focused, but also that would also tell you could get great perspective about the woolly mammoth and about all this other stuff. Do you think they go out and check that out, or is it just all business all the time?
Yeah, there's been some strange pep talks from head coaches in the news lately that I'm not going anywhere near. I don't know, could a woolly mammoth be an effective tool for a pregame speech for a coach?
Yeah, if you don't evolve and get better, you'll go extinct.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I like
probably.
it. Yeah, that's good. My question is, though.
That sinkhole, I'm telling you, I still am amazed at what that sinkhole was able to give future generations. It's an amazing thing.
You're amazing.
You're
welcome. Oh, now we're playing it.
Well, now he's giving it love.
Yeah, of course. You don't just
Okay, be that as it may. I'm getting a lot of, can they run the table? Do you think they're going to run the table? I mean, this is where we're at.
They can. I don't think they will. I think 4-1 is very viable. If I had a bet right now,
Okay.
4-1. Somewhere along the line, something slips up. Jordan
Taking
has
3
a bad
and 2
turnover game. Nah, well, I mean, who knows, right?
3
I mean,
and
they could
2.
go-
Save this, Jesse. 3 and 2 to finish 9 and 8 and make the playoffs as the 7th seed. I think Tausch would say, tell me if I'm wrong, 4 and 1, 10 and 7, 6 seed.
Correct. That's where I have them.
All right, we'll see which
And
one
you know
of us
what's
is right.
crazy about it? I think they'll be locked in and they'll rest players against the Chicago Bears.
Oh my gosh, what a whirlwind this will turn out
Can
to be.
you
So,
imagine if the Green Bay Packers are locked in to the 6th seed, playing the Detroit Lions, and have to rest guys against the Chicago Bears when they're supposed to be ascending, and then we're playing the JV squad against their varsity team?
and the Bears will be happy, except for the fact that they might win that game, which
They
will hurt
win the
their-
game and get a worse pick.
Right.
What a world we live in. Huh? What a
It is
world.
pretty incredible. Tausch, also incredible is our partnership with AmFam, and I know the Badgers have the top-ranked Arizona Wildcats slated, but they've also got some great VIP opportunities for home games.
They do. AmFam wants to give you and a friend a chance at that VIP experience at a Badger basketball game. You get courtside passes before the game. You get great tickets. You get great swag. You get it all. AmFam wants you to be a part of this basketball season. No purchase is necessary. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
The weekend preview, which I have an interesting development on our end of the weekend preview.
Somebody's going to the Oregon game.
Or maybe not. Proud parenting moment upcoming. Stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Tito's handmade vodka is so good and smooth, you can mix it with anything. Now, here's out. If your usual brunch cocktail sounds like a Tito's Bloody Mary stacked with garnishes is more like Tito's. Sounds pretty good. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Mark Tosher here for Chalmers Jewelers. Well, it's always a good time to get that special someone in your life a beautiful gift. And when I'm in need of a new piece of jewelry, Chalmers Jewelers is my go-to place. Whether I want a timeless classic or a one-of-a-kind piece, Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison has just what I'm looking for. My life has been made so much easier thanks to the great team over at Chalmers Jewelers, and is the reason I keep going back for more. Visit chalmersjewelers.com to find your perfect new piece of jewelry today.
Ever wonder how the best athletes find the power to jump higher, cut quicker, skate smoother, drive farther, and stick the landing? At Prevea Orthopedics in Green Bay, we know power starts with the hips. That's why Dr. Michael Ryan and our team of experts provide comprehensive and advanced expertise in hip care, unlike anywhere else. Come to Prevea Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, where we can preserve your hips so you can pursue your goals. Prevea Orthopedics, specializing in you.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Set your game plan for a new baseball season with a 2024 Brewers 4-pack. Pick from 4 action-packed plan choices, each loaded with can't-miss Brewers games to fit your schedule and the best ticket prices. All available before single-game tickets are sold. Plus, when you buy a pair of 4-packs, you'll get a limited edition Brewers knit hat. Find the right plan for you today at brewers.com/4packs.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Now we all are on holiday. Now we're all ready to celebrate. Having a ball, we can't hardly wait. Happy Christmas, everybody, and to all a good night.
Time now for the weekend preview. We'll get to that in a moment, but part of that weekend will include Wisconsin hosting Oregon with a berth in the volleyball Final Four on the line at the Fieldhouse. And we won't be there. We're not going.
Aww.
And I am, this is not parenting. This is character that this child has. I'm really proud of her. It's a lot of ballet for Sid. It's a lot of ballet. It's not her favorite thing to do. But she believed that it was more important to go see her sister perform and support her than go to Wisconsin, Oregon. And I am extremely proud of her for that. So bravo to her. Because I get it. She does not enjoy ballet. But what a good teammate.
Question. That's obviously
question.
awesome for her to say. 9 shows, bro.
Yeah.
She doesn't go to all 9 shows. She's got other conflicts. Someone will be
any of the other shows.
So how many is she going to get to? How many will she get to?
Well, we're going back to back on Saturday, so she's going to have 2 in that, and then there are 2 Sunday shows during Packers games other than Christmas Eve that she will be attending with Paula and Grammy and 2 of her great aunts. So that'll give Sid 4 shows, which is it's a lot for her. So kudos to Sid.
Did you kind of lay this out and say, Sid, don't sweat it, man. This is a big deal. You love volleyball.
I did. Yeah.
I feel like she, and granted, great kid.
All right, be careful here.
I know. Maybe Maddie should go and say, go to the game. I appreciate you. You're going to get to 3 of these bad boys. That's more than enough. Go to the game.
This is one of those situations. Becca tells me this sometimes too. If I say I'll go with you to something because I know you want me there, but I don't want to go, and there's something directly competing that I would rather be at, it's more of a burden to be there because then she feels guilty that I'm there and not at the thing I want to be at. It's best off, there's no win, but you're best off just going to the thing you'd rather go to.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I was really because I kind of, if we're being 100% honest, I wanted to go to the volleyball match with her. I wanted to take her. I know Jordan Love's girlfriend who played for the Ducks. Ronica Stone was at last night's match. as the Ducks dispatched Purdue in 3 straight games.
Good carpool.
So I did joke about that with her. Hey, maybe you, me, and Ronica could drive down together. And she still stood by her position that it's her responsibility as a sister to be there to support Maddie. So, again, proud of her.
Good for her. Good for her. I think
I can sense the disappointment, including
Jason,
in me. Like, I'm torn.
There is at some point, like, we want our kids to make decisions, but there's also at some point adults are like, no, we're going to the volleyball game.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I think
you're the
policy,
adult in the room.
Our policy has long been we always
you have a policy.
The delicate genius. Yeah, our policy has long been we support the people we love,
Sure.
and I think that has become so ingrained in her that she does believe it. She's not just doing it because she thinks it's the right answer. She's also not, and I say this with all love and respect for Sid, she's not the greatest spectator. She wants to do sports, not necessarily watch them. I don't know if your kids are like this, but they don't want to sit all the time and watch events. Like even gymnastics, like when there's the World Championships and Simone Biles is competing, they're not all that into it. Like if they're not doing the gymnastics themselves, they're not all that into it. So I don't know. I'm just really glad. Well, not as glad because I really wanted to go to that because I think it's going to be electric at the field house.
I kind of feel like I might be stepping out of my bounds here.
Probably.
Matter of fact, I know I am. I would love to have a conversation with your 2 daughters. Okay. I'd love to just sit and have a little. Can we set up a conference call? We'll digi-only it for the show, and I'll say, guys, let's figure this out. Gals, let's figure this out. You don't want to go. She loves the fact that you're supporting her. You're going to be at 3 of these Nutcracker deals, at least, minimum.
Show doesn't change.
Let's go. Let's go to the blanking volleyball game, man. This might be, who knows, the next opportunity that your dad's favorite team, Oregon, is playing Wisconsin at the field house where you're going to have a raucous environment. Or you can sit through your 6th episode of the Nutcracker. I'm open to it. If you want, set up a digi operation this afternoon.
It'll be a digi
and we'll
only
get this thing
exclusive
figured out.
on YouTube. Yes, you could tune in for Tausch parenting my children on YouTube.
No, not parenting.
Well, kind of.
Advising. Counseling.
Yes.
Time for the weekend preview.
Hard to top that.
Well, that's good content.
A lot of good action this weekend. A lot of good action.
Okay, 5 games on the football slate. No Packers game. All football for this. So we're not including Wisconsin volleyball Saturday night. We're not including South Dakota State on Saturday afternoon. Here are your options for the weekend preview. Saturday, 2 o'clock, CBS, Army-Navy. Curious on your thoughts on Army-Navy in a minute here. Then the NFL slate is a good one on Sunday. Some are saying best slate of the season.
Who are the people saying that?
The unsportsmanlike crew this morning said it. I saw another tweet about it also.
Okay. All right.
Jaguars-Browns, Sunday at noon on CBS. Now, I know that's not the marquee game. Lions-Bears, Sunday at noon on Fox. There's some other good games that are not the regional games that we're going to be getting on those networks there. Then your afternoon game, Bills at Chiefs, 3:25 on CBS.
Ooh. Now that's sexy. That's a sexy
And
game.
your Sunday night game, fresh off an appendectomy, Eagles-Cowboys in Dallas.
How about that appendicitis?
Very, very, very frustrating.
Yeah, it is a sexy week of matchups. And by the way, I gave the noise to the Bears-Lions. I think the Bears beat Detroit this weekend.
Whoa.
Wow.
What?
Did you watch the last time the Lions played the Bears? Did you guys watch that game?
I did.
They were down big, yeah.
They choked. They gagged. They threw it away. The Bears still believe that they can. They still believe they can go get one. They think they can win out, which I think they're delusional, but that's what they think. And the power of positivity can be a big thing. I think that the Bears knock off the Lions this week, and that will be the biggest upset of the weekend. And I also think that the Buffalo Bills are going to get spanked by the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are my thoughts.
I don't think I'd want to be the Bills playing the Chiefs after the way the Packers beat the Chiefs either. It's a game they need to bounce back and win for sure. Look, I want the fighting appendicitis. I want to watch the Cowboys. And Mike McCarthy was coaching remotely throughout this week, so I don't know when he's going to. Do we know if he's going to be on the sideline? Is he?
He is going to be on the sideline. Yeah, he will be, or at least that's what the reports are. Yeah.
So
why don't you just text him and ask him?
I could, and he did text back, and he loves us, so I appreciate that. But that's the game I'm obviously far and away most interested in. I do enjoy the pomp and circumstance of Army-Navy. I just don't enjoy the football. And I don't think I'm alone in that position.
All the options and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not really my jam.
Like everyone says, the Army-Navy game, it's like the biggest game and the rivalry and the pageantry, like you said. But I've tried watching the game. It's just...
I've tried watching the game.
It's not a fun football game.
Jesse, you get great seats for the Army-Navy game, or you have to go to 9 Nutcracker shows. What are you picking?
I gotta be. Well, I'll go to one Nutcracker show, but I'm not sure if they played Army-Navy at Bank of Sun Prairie Stadium 5 minutes from my house if I would go.
That's a really good line. You're having a good show today. You're most improved.
Yeah, thanks. And look, I love the Army and the Navy, and
yes.
Thank you for your service. My sister-in-law.
It sounds like it. You know what? They're in my backyard playing. I'm going to shut the drapes. That's in essence.
My sister-in-law. It's the football game she cares, I think, most about every year because she was a nurse for the Navy, so she sends go Navy, beat Army in our little family text every year. And
Nice.
I'm like, all right, I'm going to get into it this time, and. I have a dog in the fight and everything. It's tough.
That's really good.
Tough football.
It's really good. It's you're 1,000% right. All right, that is our weekend preview. We'll end it on that note because we need to get to our Jingle for your Cringle finalists. We need to pick a winner. We're going to do that coming up next after I remind you, as I do every Friday, about Steinhafels. We're not doing Steinhafels Sleepers of the Week. We've got to do those on Monday because it's a Monday night game. But there is still time to get your home ready for the holidays during the Steinhafels Holiday Sale. Save big and get the room you've been wishing for. Start with 20% off all Christmas decor, and then save big on new sofas, dining sets, guest beds, mattresses, fireplaces, and more. Make the dream room more affordable with Steinhafels 60-month financing as well. It is the holiday sale at Steinhafels. You can shop both in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Steinhafels has something for everyone. Our Jingle for your Cringle, 3 finalists presented by Racine Danish Kringles. We will pick the winner. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and it's another Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints. Red, white, green, gold. Not only are they the bold colors of our state's favorite football teams, they're also some of the most recognizable colors of the holiday season. Whatever colors your next paint project calls for, do what my family did and trust Holman Lindsay's pro painters to get the job done right. Choosing the pros is the way to go. All you have to do to get connected with them is stop into any of Holman Lindsay's Madison area locations, ask, and they'll help find the pro painters best suited for what you need. And don't forget, there's only one paint in Wisconsin made for Wisconsin's weather year-round, and that's Holman Lindsay Paints. Holman Lindsay, great paint, great people, and stay tuned to enjoy Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. Following Wisconsin men's basketball's big win on the road Tuesday night at Michigan State, head coach Greg Gard and the Badgers look forward to the #1 team in the country this Saturday as the Badgers travel to take on Arizona. Head coach Greg Gard.
Yeah, I think whenever you're playing against good teams, and specifically when you go on the road, you have to be able to control tempo to a degree. You have to be able to get to the free throw line.
The 23rd ranked Badgers, now winners of 6 in a row. Tip time against #1 Arizona on Saturday, set for 2:15 p.m. on ESPN.
Unwrap your gift now, but pay later. Right now at Pella, put no money down, no payment, and no interest for up to 18 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
After every Green Bay game, there's only one place to react.
We saw a lot of really positive growth in a loss today.
Do you think it's crazy to call this almost the best I've felt about Jordan Love coming out of a game?
Join Gabe Neitzel, Homer, and Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher on Green Bay Game Night. Your one-stop shop for analysis, insight, and maybe even overreaction.
There's improvement, and take another loss, and then you move on and see how they do next week.
Green Bay Game Night, every week on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
We tend not to think about right now, but right now in front of us is victory over cancer. Right now, cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to better treatments and saving lives. When you give to the V Foundation, 100% of your donation goes directly to game-changing cancer research. Victory over cancer is there for the taking. By you. Donate at V.org, because today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
It's December to remember at Metro Ford of Madison. Don't miss out on great offers like a rugged 2023 Ford F-150 for 2.9% APR for 72 months to qualified credit, $15.15 per 1,000 borrowed. Or the sleek 2023 Ford Edge for 0% APR for 66 months. Additionally, you'll receive a gift with the purchase of a new vehicle, 2 years no-charge maintenance, a 4K TV, $500 gift card, or first payment paid up to $500. All exclusive to Metro Ford of Madison.
From a seat in the stands to the best seat on the couch, Tito's Handmade Vodka is there on game day for every fan. Find cocktail recipes at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
This fire is nice, but so are your eyes. They twinkle when you smile. Ain't felt this warm in a while. That northern star shines straight from your heart. Your looks are evergreen, sweet as the angels as they sing. You look good in the light of my Christmas tree. So good, you in the mistletoe and me. So nice, you are my sunshine over a field of snow. And I love to watch you glow. Yeah. You're at the top.
We have amazing partners, right? We are so lucky to have so many signature Wisconsin brands that have chosen to be affiliated with this show. We just added Quick Trip. I can't, I mean, Tausch, I don't know how to express this without sounding hokey, but that really does mean a ton to me. Like Associated Bank, Fleet Farm, Steinhoffels, AmFam, like I'm really proud of that. Like, as much as I'm proud of a good segment that we might be funny in or insightful in or maybe making predictions about the future, which, I don't do. I really love that we've got such a great stable of partners. But when we give stuff away, most of the time you just have to be the right caller, or you got to get some trivia questions right. With Jingle for Your Cringle, presented by Racine Danish Kringles, this was a little more labor-intensive. You got to put forth the effort to put together a jingle for Racine Danish Kringles. You had to include, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition. Now, Sydney and I, who were not eligible, I was proud of our commercial, and then we did our little video with me as Buddy the Elf. But these 3 finalists were fantastic. I'm really proud of all of our contestants who took part. We had a bunch of entries. We narrowed it down to 3. And now, Jesse, we are going to unveil in ascending order the 3rd-place finisher, the 2nd-place finisher, and then the winner of Jingle for Your Cringle 2023 and Cringle for a Year from Racine Danish Kringles.
Yep.
So, without further ado, first we give you our 3rd-place finisher. It is Andrew. Here is his.
There's a pastry, Racine Danish Cringle, and it don't matter if you're married or single. It's the food you should always have on the counter of your kitchen. There's no reason to put it away. You'll just keep taking it back out all day. And in my humble opinion, that's a waste of time. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition. Is it a sweet, a snack, or a whole meal? It's all your decision. It's 81 layers of pastry precision. Racine Danish Cringle for any occasion. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition. Is it a sweet, a snack, or a whole meal? It's all your decision. It's 81 layers of pastry precision. Racine Danish Cringle for any occasion.
That's really good.
Just wait, that didn't win?
That's 3rd place.
That's 3rd place.
And my other question, why didn't I get a ballot in this? Why am I feel like I'm...
You got a ballot. You just...
I don't...
The
I
polls
don't
were
believe-
open. The polls were open.
Oh, is that what it was?
Uh-huh.
That's 3rd place?
That's
I can
3rd
only
place.
imagine what wins this bad boy.
So I believe Andrew won. What did we did another thing.
That was really good.
We did another thing. His daughter was part of it. I'm blanking on what the contest was, but he sent in a video, and he won that contest that we did a while back. And so he's really a creative dude, and that was really well done. But yes, Tausch, it speaks to how good the other 2 entries were. And this was a tough call between 2 and 1. Jesse and I went back and forth. Your input was limited.
The ballot was lost in the mail.
So was my access to information, for the record.
Okay.
I literally think I got. Well, I'm not going to go. I don't want to get into the nuts and bolts of it. We could discuss that later. Let's hear the second.
Check out more about the balloting on ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
I looked on entries.com.
I
think the entries.com is where I looked, and that's where I got in trouble.
Mistake, yeah.
All right, here is our runner-up. And should the champion not be able to fulfill his or her duties as the Jingle for Your Cringle champion, perhaps our runner-up will receive a little bit of Cringle himself. Here is number 2.
Racine Danish Cringle, Racine Danish Cringle, Racine Danish Cringle, Racine Danish Cringle. Cringle, you taste so good. You got all the right flavors. Cherry, apple, cheesecake, raspberry, pecan, so many more. Each one I have to savor.
perfect for any occasion, not just a treat. It's a tradition, so put a little more jingle in your bells by putting Cringle in your bellies. Racine Danish Cringle, Racine Danish Cringle,
By Racine Danish Cringle.
for a happy holiday.
Cringle all the way.
That is Josh and Heartland's entry. He is the runner-up.
Pretty
I cannot
good.
believe. I can't believe Josh didn't win this contest.
So
Well, that's because I voted.
And what was that? That was that's what I'm saying. That was very sultry in the beginning of that.
It had. I'm going to be
a
honest
little
with
risque.
you. Had a little bit of a. Oh, good morning, Mr. Tauscher. Going down feel to it.
Yeah.
And I did not. The Barry White kind of parody. It was really good. And look, the production quality is outstanding.
It's top notch.
But
it's not all,
again,
though.
kind of like our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week, as Tausch has taught us, the expectation game factors in.
It does. It does.
Josh, for better or for worse, as one of the all-time greats, a Hall of Fame candidate for the first class of the Wilde and Tausch Hall of Fame, the expectations are high.
They
You
are.
peaked too soon in the season. That's what happened.
No, I'll be honest. It gave me too many of the. Well, good morning, Mr. Tauscher.
Yeah, that
Going
first
down
part was
vibes.
very
And that's why I didn't
sultry.
pick it. That's why I didn't. I'm just
Very
being honest.
sultry.
Yep,
Yeah,
negative
very
points
sultry.
for that.
So the production quality of our champion is not at the elite level, but it's one of those. It snuck up on me because I'll be honest.
Oh.
I was thinking. I heard Josh's before. I'm like, well, that's gonna win, and then I heard our champion, and Jesse and I and Tausch, who didn't bother to listen, are all on the same
Spirit of
page.
Tausch.
Yeah.
Your 2023 Racine Danish Kringles. Jingle for your Kringle champion and a winner of Kringle for a year is this jingle.
You know almond and turtle and pecan and cherry, cinnamon and chocolate and cheesecake raspberry. But do you recall my most favorite Kringle of all? Maple walnut Kringle has a very shiny glaze, and if you ever ate it, you would give it all the praise. There are so many flavors, all will leave you with a grin. It's not just a treat, it's tradition, made right here in Wisconsin.
Allen is our champion. Tausch, your commentary.
Yeah, very catchy. And I think
Had the lead in.
probably put a little less sultry and to get Wisconsin in there and rhyme it.
That's what clinched it. That was so well done at the
Bring
end.
it home for the
Yes.
state. Yep.
I have to admit, of the years we've been doing this, all three of those would have been winners in the past, which
Yeah.
means we're up in our game, which is what it's all about.
So again, what I just love that we got so many entries. I'm really appreciative of that. This is something that I take a lot of pride and ownership in. I got hit in the face with a snowball in an effort to promote it. So this was really awesome. So congratulations to everyone who entered. I know you get a perk from Racine Danish Kringles just by entering, but our champion is Alan with his rendition of "It's Not Just a Treat, It's a Tradition Made in Wisconsin," is our winner. So thanks to Racine Danish Kringles. They're a great partner of ours. We love doing this contest. We can't wait to do it again next year. And if you didn't want to sing, but you still want to celebrate the holidays with Racine Danish Kringles, they've got their holiday sampler pack. They're the little small little pieces. You can try all the different flavors of those, or you can just order 1, 2, 3, a whole holiday pack of Kringles at Cringle.com, or just give them a call, 800-4DANISH. That's 800-4DANISH. Thanks to Racine Danish Kringles. All right, we'll kick off the 10 o'clock hour in 2 minutes. So stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Zimbrick Chevrolet.
When was the last time you had your oil changed or your tires rotated? Do you need new tires, a battery, perhaps some windshield wipers? Zimbrick Chevrolet Service Center is equipped to help you with routine maintenance, major repairs, and everything in between. Get your free battery inspection coupon and schedule an appointment today at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Don't overpay. Shop Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie.
Main Street, Sun Prairie, Zimbrick Chevrolet.
Hey, this is Eric Name of The Athletic. You're listening to Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center, brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out, 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Milwaukee Bucks will not be competing in the inaugural NBA in-season tournament championship game on Saturday night. That's because the Bucks lost in the semifinal yesterday, 128-119 at the hands of Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. Oshkosh North Zone, Tyrese Halliburton led the Pacers, 27 points, 15 rebounds. Giannis had 37 and 10. Damian Lillard, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, but it wasn't enough for the Bucks to get over the hump against the Pacers. It'll be Indiana facing LeBron James and the Lakers Saturday night in the in-season tournament inaugural championship in Las Vegas. Coverage starts at 7 o'clock right here on 100.5 ESPN. You can also watch the game on ABC and the ESPN app. Speaking of the ESPN app, that's where you can find Wisconsin volleyball Saturday night. Win over Penn State in 4 sets last night. Wisconsin and Oregon at the Field House tomorrow with a trip to the volleyball Final Four on the line. Wilde and Tausch continues right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Thanks again to all of our entrants into the Jingle for Your Cringle contest presented by Racine Danish Kringles. We kick off the 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch with our prize picks for the weekend.
Now, I do have a question about this before we get into the prize
Of course
picks
you
for the
do.
weekend, because
Sure.
you guys are good at this. Like, I've won some bucks on the prize picks by listening to your advice when we primarily focus on the Packers games. Now, with no Packers game this weekend, how do you guys feel about your knowledge and expertise on the rest of the National Football League?
I think no. I think we should go Army-Navy. This should be strictly, as much as you just besmirch the good men and women that serve our country, I want to do an all Army-Navy game is what I'd like to do.
Well, I got some bad news for you.
What's that?
Army-Navy is not listed on the prize picks app.
Okay.
It's off
Well,
the
there goes
board.
that.
So, you didn't really answer the question then.
No, I did answer the question. You just didn't like the answer.
All right, fine. Lions-Bears, we'll start there because that's one of the games we'll be watching on Sunday. Justin Fields, Tausch, you think they're going to win the game. So more
I
or
do.
less than 193.5 passing yards for Justin Fields against the Detroit Lions on Sunday.
Can you give me the poo-poo platter on that? What is the rush yards with the pass yards?
I'll find it momentarily. I'm scrolling
because
on
I
the
think
this is going to go well.
Well, no, his rushing yards is what it always comes back to.
254 and a half passing
go
and rushing.
more. Go more on the poo-poo platter. Although I don't know what I'll have to check. Did you check the forecast? Is it going to be slushy? Is it going to be sloppy? Those are all factors that go into it. But I think rushing yards, Justin Fields is going to go more. I think he's going to have – he always has monster days against the Detroit Lions. And if you recall, I believe Jordan Love closed up the game up there with a big run. Justin Fields, there's not many things he does better than Jordan Love. Running the football is one. I think he has a big day with his legs. That triggers it past that 254. Take the more on that one.
Jason?
All right, I'm confused. What are we doing now? The poo-poo platter is what?
254 and a half rushing and passing yards for Justin Fields against the Lions.
I'm taking fewer. I am not a Justin. He seems like a very nice fellow. I think
you
I
like
would
him a lot, I bet.
I would like him a lot if I covered the Bears. I just don't think he's good enough, and I think he's about to get replaced. And I wish him good luck, but I don't think he's going to go over 254 and a half combined rushing and passing yards on Sunday.
Here's one that I feel fairly passionate about, and I'll tell you why after you answer it. Getting the start on Sunday for the Cleveland Browns, Joe Flacco. Starting quarterback for the Browns. Joe Flacco, more or less than 0.5 interceptions thrown. So does he throw a pick or doesn't he? Joe Flacco on Sunday, Tausch.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, I'm assuming you like more on that because Joe Flacco's been sitting on his couch for 8 months. And they pull him up to go make plays. I don't know how much they're going to actually ask him to do. But I'm going to go more. I think he's going to throw at least one pick for sure.
I would agree if you've been sitting on your couch, and especially if who knows, maybe he's been playing pickleball with all his buddies, and he's got a sore left knee too, and it's making him crabby and making it stiff when he travels to Cleveland for his new job. Most likely, it's going to be a tough go. So I'm going to go more as well.
I actually my instinct was to go less because I think with him stepping in the way that he is, they won't ask him to throw like anything complex. And if whatever they scheme up, it'll be a lot of running the football. They're going to rely on their defense. I don't think he throws a pick because I don't think he throws the ball that much. That was my logic on that one. So.
Well, the other part of that is Trevor Lawrence probably ain't playing. You're probably looking at a sludge match game. Going to be sludgy. So
very sludgy.
Maybe if it's all sludgy, yeah, maybe you might be right on that. I would never touch that one, but if I had to, I'm sticking with my more.
Can't wait to see what Jordan Love's rushing yards projections are for Monday night. But in the meantime, do you like either Josh Allen at 33.5 or Patrick Mahomes at 32.5 rushing yards for those quarterbacks when they battle it out Sunday afternoon? Old T.
Yeah, I think for Josh Allen, you have to say more. That's his big weapon. And let's be honest, this is one of those games where you're going to have to empty the kitchen sink. If they don't win and Josh Allen doesn't make a ton of plays, they're not going to win. I think he's going to be going overboard on trying to make plays with his feet. I love him for more. And Pat Mahomes is sneaky, man. You saw him up at Lambeau. He kind of slithers out of the pocket and then gets late hit calls when they're not even late hit calls. Yeah, I'm going to go more. I'm going to go more for both. I think both guys' legs are critical for them moving their team and getting, their team in position to score.
I'm going both, too.
Wow.
Agreements.
Okay.
I think I might go.
Here.
I think I might poo-poo platter this, and I'm going to go with more, and more on Justin Fields. I'm going to do my little 3-boxer, more. Poo-poo platter rushing quarterback yards.
So you are going against the family because I said no on Justin Fields, I said fewer.
It just takes one time for him to bust it. And the Lions have had a really hard time with quarterbacks out of the pocket. And Anzalone, I don't know if he's playing their inside linebacker. It's just everything is setting up for it to be that way.
I got one more fun one for you.
Ooh,
here.
okay.
So this is Sunday Night Football, Eagles-Cowboys. Now, I don't do this one too often because some fluky things can happen. Spooky or fluky.
Love those.
But in honor of the Heisman Trophy being awarded on Saturday night.
I'm a voter. You guys know I'm a voter for that, so I might have
voter.
to abstain. I'm not a voter for the Racine Danish Cringle, but I am for the Heisman.
We
what
sent
a twist in the world.
We sent you a two-factor authentication to log in and vote for the Cringle.
Yeah, I couldn't
No
get that.
wonder.
I couldn't figure those codes out. They're tricky.
Former Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith, wide receiver for the Eagles, plus Barry Alvarez's grandson, Jake Ferguson, more or less than 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdowns combined between the two. So running it in or catching a touchdown, Devontae Smith or Jake Ferguson in Sunday Night Football. Do either of them score?
Yes. You only need one of the two?
You only need one.
Yeah, I'm going more, for sure. Fergie's on fire, man.
Yeah, see, I was just about to say that.
He's on fire. He's got his gal from the University of Miami. He's living, man. He is Matthew McConaughey and Livin living. He's going to get a tutter. He dominated the game. You can see just like our boy from South Dakota, who's thriving now that he's getting opportunities. Ferg, he just looks better and better every time he's out there. I think he's going to get one. And if he doesn't, Smitty will get one.
I'm on board with this one too. Jake Ferguson had a touchdown last Sunday night. I saw him spike the ball Gronk style. I think he's going to stay on fire, and we're going to hear a reference to Barry Alvarez during that telecast as well.
Ah,
that's a bonus pick.
It's a bold prediction.
Tausch, tell us about Prize Picks and how it works.
It's simple, Jason. You get 2 to 6. I'm going to do my little 3-piece nuggie I just told you about. I'm going to go Fields more. I'm going to go Allen more. I'm going to go Mahomes more. You can do whatever you want. You're not going against anybody else. You're not going against Dr. Kelm or Elevator Cripsy. You're not going against me. You're just going against Prize Picks' projections. I just told you mine. And download the Prize Picks app. Go to prizepicks.com and make sure you use that promo code WI. You do that, you put 100 in, Prize Picks literally throws you another 100. You now have 200 to play with. Again, just download that Prize Picks app and get started today.
All right, time now for trivia. And behind the scenes, I am doing the trivia questions. It is a category that is near and dear to me, having covered University of Wisconsin volleyball during my career. It is Volleyball-a-Palooza. Questions about the Elite Eight and hopefully Final Four bound Wisconsin women's volleyball program. Tausch, you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's going on?
Slamming your car door? What is that?
I'm mad.
Getting the
I'm mad that I don't
sandwiches?
I'm mad I don't get to read any of the trivia questions.
I'm sure you are. All right, so time for trivia. We will take caller 8 because they're in the Elite 8. Caller 8, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 8 for Volleyball-a-Palooza trivia. All questions related to University of Wisconsin volleyball. We will play next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
There's nothing like a great night's sleep. If your mattress isn't quite right, chances are you're not sleeping as well as you should be. Steinhoffel's exclusive Discover Your Sleep system maps your body and sleeping position, and then finds the perfect mattress for you through science. So, stop in and find your perfect mattress with the Discover Your Sleep system, only at Steinhoffel's. Relax. It's Steinhoffel's.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for my friends at Kohler Services. Are you thinking about updating your bath or shower? Well, turn to Kohler Services for end-to-end bath and shower remodeling, where Kohler design consultants and installers do the work for you. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. Start enjoying your bath or shower right now with a special offer. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast, professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Ever wonder how the best athletes find the power to jump higher, cut quicker, skate smoother, drive farther, and stick the landing? At Prevea Orthopedics in Green Bay, we know power starts with the hips. That's why Dr. Michael Ryan and our team of experts provide comprehensive and advanced expertise in hip care, unlike anywhere else. Come to Prevea Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, where we can preserve your hips so you can pursue your goals. Prevea Orthopedics, specializing in you.
Tito's handmade vodka is so good and smooth, you can mix it with anything. Now, hear us out. If your usual brunch cocktail sounds like a Tito's Bloody Mary stacked with garnishes is more like Tito's. Sounds pretty good. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda Service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
With the holiday season just around the corner, it's important to find that perfect gift for your loved one. Jim Rutledge here for Chalmers Jewelers, my go-to destination for holiday gifts. Their stunning jewelry never fails to impress, better yet, it's custom, made by the great jewelers at Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. So whether you want to treat someone special in your life or treat yourself, go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Elevate your celebrations this holiday season at Fiserv Forum. Immerse yourself in the festive spirit with our exclusive spaces designed for comfort and joy. From the first cheer to the final buzzer, create memories that last. Whether you want an intimate gathering or a grand affair, our spaces can host both small and large groups. Make your holidays unforgettable at Fiserv Forum. Visit bucks.com/holiday hosting for more details and to book your space today.
From a seat in the stands to the best seat on the couch, Tito's Handmade Vodka is there on game day for every fan. Find cocktail recipes at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Oh, yeah. I said, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing are bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Oh, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a right time, it's the right time.
Time for trivia. Let's welcome in our contestant. He's got a wedding to pay for. It is Jeff in Monroe. Jeff, good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're great. Are you a big Badger volleyball fan?
I've been watching it the last few years, for sure. Watched last night.
Well, that is the category. And there is some volleyball history lessons included because, as I may have mentioned, I have covered Badgers volleyball before. So let's begin with question number 1. And the question is this in Badgers trivia, Badgers volleyball trivia. Question number 1 is this. When Jason Wilde, that's me, started covering the University of Wisconsin volleyball team for the Wisconsin State Journal in 1996, who was the head coach? Was it John Paulus, John Cook, or John Jardine?
John Cook.
He is now the head coach at Nebraska. John Cook is correct.
Not the easiest first question there.
John Paulus was a basketball coach. John Jardine was a football coach.
John Paulus is a tennis player.
He was a tennis player, but he also coached the basketball team.
No, I think he coached tennis.
He may have coached both, but he definitely coached basketball.
I'm old enough to know that, Jason, so.
Thank you. Thank you. You're the perfect contestant. Question 2 is this. All 4 of the number 1 seeds have advanced to the Elite 8 in the NCAA Division I volleyball tournament. Wisconsin is one. Fellow Big Ten squad, coached by John Cook, Nebraska is another. Which of these 3 remaining schools is not a remaining number 1 seed? Is it Stanford, Pittsburgh, or Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Indeed, Arkansas, one of 2 3 seeds that have reached the Elite 8. Stanford, Pittsburgh, Wisconsin, and Nebraska, the 4 number 1 seeds, all still alive heading into the Elite 8. All right, last one for you. This one is a little hard. In UW history, the Badgers have had 27 players honored as All-Americans. How many of those All-Americans were setters?
Oh, my God.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. 27 All-Americans. How many of them were setters? Is it 6, 7, or 8?
Oh, my God. You know what, Jason?
Wow.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Can I make a comment? I thought you were going to talk about questions on the recent teams here. That's
Well, they brought up John Paulus, so I don't know what.
There's
what
been
did
some
you
recent
expect?
setters that have been All-Americans, right?
All
Lauren
right,
Carlini's
6, 7,
been
or
on the show before. All right, I'm sorry. 6, 7, or 8 setters among those 27
Okay.
All-Americans.
Good luck, Jeff.
Thank you. 8.
It's a tough question. Correct answer is 6. 6 setters in Wisconsin volleyball history have been honored as
Jesse, you know what?
All-Americans.
Jesse, I want to apologize for getting after you yesterday. That question, redonkulous.
I was kind of proud of it, actually, but that's fair.
I think we should fact check.
I
it,
learned
too.
something.
I think Wilde might be pulling a Jesse.
No, I definitely went through the UWBadgers.com website to make sure I did have all my facts straight. John Paulus, though, great tennis player, in addition to coaching Badgers men's basketball. All right, Jeff, you got 2 out of 3. That means you got 3 of the possible 4 entries. We're going to hold off on the drawing until Monday as part of our regular programming leading into Packers-Giants. Thanks for playing, buddy. We appreciate you.
Thanks. Shows have been really good recently. Well, always, but you know what I mean.
Most improved?
Love you guys.
Most improved shows of the year. Yep.
That's a very
What an insult, though, huh, Jesse? That's so insulting to say you guys have been good lately.
No. If he
That's
says
what
we're the
you
most... This is my entire point. If he said you guys have really improved the show a lot lately, that I would take offense to. If he said you guys
I
have
think
had...
that's what he said.
That is exactly what he
No,
just said.
he didn't
and
say
Jason and I
improving.
both didn't take offense to it. And Jason takes offense to everything.
That's something that has been said before. All right, so you were not pleased with my effort there. That's what you're telling me.
No, listen, you went above and beyond. Tier 1 Tyler, talk and text lined us yesterday. He's going to take over. I think, Jesse, it's getting to be the end of the year. I think the pressure is getting to him. That's what I think.
I can see that. I can feel it. All right, well, that's trivia. We're going to play a new game coming up, but before we do that...
I'm nervous about this. I'm nervous about this game.
It's your idea.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't feel like you're going to execute it very well. That's what I'm nervous about you executing.
It's probably because you didn't do a very good job of explaining it, if that's what happens. But
No,
be that
I'll
as it
Truman
may,
up on that.
Let me explain to you how you can save big right now at Fleet Farm. Get instant savings right now at Fleet Farm. Spend $75 or more in store or online, and you'll get $10 off your purchase with our seasonal savings coupon. Shop and save on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm. Plus, Santa Claus is coming to Fleet Farm this Christmas season. Grab your camera and bring the kids to your local store for free pictures with Santa. All you got to do is go to fleetfarm.com/events to find out which stores have which dates and times for Santa. Our new game is next. Good luck. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust. Well, the wonderful team at Zimbrick Chevy extends you warm wishes for a happy holiday season. And while celebrating and spending extra time with family and friends brings us all joy, the team at Zimbrick reminds you to make sure your vehicle is well equipped to handle winter travel to get you safely everywhere you want to go. Get in touch with the great team at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, a team that I have trusted for vehicle maintenance and car buying experience for years. Schedule an oil change. Get your tires rotated. Get your car detailed so it's as clean as it can be both inside and out. Swap out those old windshield wipers. Stop in today and have the great service team at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie make sure your vehicle is in the best shape it can be to help avoid any potential issues during your holiday travel. Start by logging on to ZimbrickChevrolet.com to see all they have to offer, including browsing their entire new and used vehicle inventory. That's ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Happy holidays from Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Ho, 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 I need a window.
Baby, it's cold outside.
So where do I go? Ho,
Come on,
ho.
Santa. Go to Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Put no money down, no payment, and no interest for up to 18 months.
Pella now, pay later.
That's right, Santa. Plus, our elves install year-round and in as little as 1 day. Offer ends December 31st. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. See show for details.
Join Circa Sports at Casey's Cabin in Spring Grove, Illinois before and during the Wisconsin-Arizona basketball game on December 9th. Circa Sports will be hosting an outdoor tailgate and an indoor watch party. Come across the border and place your bets on the game. Download and find the Circa Sports app today for exclusive Circa Sports giveaways. Bet on your favorite Milwaukee and Wisconsin teams with Circa Sports and go to circasports.com.
All Circus Sports bets must be placed in Illinois. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLING or text GAMB to 833-234.
Hey, Drew Scott here, and I'm Jonathan Scott, reminding you that life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. They can help you get just the right protection at just the right price and help you save when you bundle home and auto. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It'll be just right for you. We love a custom build. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Jim Rutledge here. If I sound lighter and fitter than I ever have sounded before, that's thanks to Carbon World Health. I had hit a wall in my efforts to lose weight while maintaining muscle. Then Dr. Ness Rodriguez introduced me to semaglutide, and I've dropped over 20 pounds in weight, and I have my body fat percentage at 10%. Semaglutide is the game-changing weight loss treatment you've seen all over social media, and it's available to you at Carbon World Health. It's FDA approved and will burn fat, not muscle. Go to carbonworldhealth.com today to set up a consultation.
Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Pasquale's Cantina, bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Whether it's Madison's favorite half-price margaritas on Tuesday nights or fulfilling a craving for red chile sauce, friends keep coming back and new friends are made at Pasquale's Cantina. Visit their locations in Verona or Middleton today. Love the food, love the place, love the people. Pasquale's Cantina. Check out their menu and the location nearest to you at pasqualescantina.com.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
All right, you've heard Tausch reference this throughout the week, that we've reached a point on this program where we're finishing each other's sentences. Not to be confused with the song in Frozen where we finish each other's sandwiches. That's what I was going to say. So now we've turned it into the finish this sentence game.
I created some special music for the game.
I can only imagine.
Would you like to hear it?
No. Such a missed opportunity.
Soft launch.
Yeah, keep working on that.
All right, so here's how we're going to do this. We're going to alternate between the two of you. So I'll start with Jason, then I'll go to Tausch with the second one, and so on. So I'm going to read the sentence. Jason, you finish the sentence the way you think Tausch would answer it.
Oh.
Then Tausch will confirm or deny whether you properly finished the sentence.
All right, this is going to require some focus, it sounds like.
A little bit. Here we go. So first up, Jason, how is Tausch finishing this sentence? This year, the Packers' defense has been...
not as awesome as I said Jordan Love was, but playing winning football.
Okay. Got the awesome in there. That's nice. Tausch, how would you finish that sentence? Did Jason do a good job for you?
I think he hit the basic principles of what I was going to say, but no,
low-hanging fruit.
I'm not bringing Jordan Love into the defense's conversation. And awesome. So no, I would not have done that. But yeah, I don't know how anyone. I still, even with our Twitter polls and the reactions when you bring up Joe Barry's name, people still are, he did this, he did this. They don't get enough turnovers. And yeah, I'd like to see more turnovers too. But if you told me in August that you'd miss Jair Alexander, Devondre Campbell, you'd get rid of Sewell, and you'd have all these young guys playing, and you were going to be a top 8 defense scoring in the NFL, and you're going to tell me you're not happy with Joe Barry with that? I can't help you, Winston Moss.
That sounded more like you predicting what I was going to finish the sentence as. It was so long.
You're not going to go Jordan Love, but you're going to go, I can't help you, Winston Moss?
Well, this is not okay. What you guys don't understand about radio is you don't just like spit something out and then move on with your life. You have to expand and paint a picture. I just painted you a picture of Winston Moss saying, I can't help you. This defense is much better, and we need them to create more turnovers. But you replaced a bunch of vets with all these young, inexperienced players on a defense that was supposed to be super experienced and carry the load. The defense is giving up less points and is giving this team a chance to win week in and week out. Sans the Detroit Lions game up in Detroit. That to me, or in Green Bay, that to me is very successful. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well,
I can't wait to answer this next question.
Yep,
I'm going to say 3 words.
Let's see how
I'm
you
going to say
do.
3 words, and I'm going to move on, and I'm going to let you guys then go ramble, and then I'm going to come back at you. How's that?
Feel Good Friday. Tausch,
Don't huff and puff. What are you, a big bad wolf?
Dude, you invented.
Wildy's the big bad wolf? No.
You invented the game. You required us to finish the sentence, and then you wrote you said 3 paragraphs. That's all.
You're the same guy.
Just trying to play
Jason,
the
you're
game.
the same. Yeah, but you're the same guy that takes 15 minutes to ask a question that gets a 3-second answer. So what are we doing?
This is
It's
not
kind of
true.
true.
No, it's not.
Kind of.
Tausch finished the
Jesse.
sentence. If I was
Thank you.
having a Coors Light with Brian Gutekunst in his garage this weekend, I would tell him blank.
This is coming from Jason Wilde, correct?
Correct.
Not from me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if Jason Wilde is having a Coors Light, first off, I'd check and say, well, when did you start drinking beer? That would be my first question.
Good question.
Yeah. So he is saying, repeat that one more time, Jesse.
If I was having a Coors Light with Brian Gutekunst in his garage this weekend, or a bubbler, I would tell him.
I apologize, Goody. You bludgeoned Joe Douglas.
All right. Do you not understand how this game is played?
You think Jason's going bludgeon?
Here's the amazing thing. Had you given that one to me to predict what Tausch would say, that's what I would have said. Hey, Goody, you bludgeoned Joe Douglas, and Wilde owes you an apology. That's how the game, in my mind anyway, would have worked. Instead, if you're predicting what I would say, it would be, you know what, Goody? You've done a really good job. Still think you should have kept Jordy, and still think you should have kept Devontae Adams, but you've done a really good job, and the growing together has worked. That's what I would say.
That would have been a much better answer. All right, Wilde wins that one, 1-1.
Oh, you're keeping score now.
I don't even know how he's keeping score.
We always
All I know is we got a
score. That's how
Winston Moss reference.
Hey, oh boy, that's how sports works. They keep score. All right, good
Tell
one,
me how
Jason.
radio
You beat
works
me on that. Hey, well, some days I wonder. All right, next.
All right, Jason, how does Tausch finish this sentence? I bet Aaron Rodgers is watching what's going on in Green Bay right now and thinking,
Goody bludgeoned my GM, and this didn't go anything close to the way I pictured it.
Tausch?
So I'm answering for Jason here.
No, you're answering. Now you're answering for yourself.
Jesse, I
now.
know, but Jason is in the ballpark on that. But I would answer it with and this is, I know what Jason would say, and we would have finished this sentence very similarly. I should have done things differently. I should have done things the way I did in my first offseason with the Jets. I should have done that in my last season with the Packers. And I have a hunch things would look a lot differently. That's what I believe Aaron Rodgers should say. And if you listen to what he said on McAfee this week, that's what I believe he would say.
Good answer by us.
Okay. One more back to old T now here.
Oh, boy.
I tell you what.
Tell you what, man.
If the Packers can sustain this level of play through the rest of the season, then how's Jason finishing that sentence, Tausch?
This is where we would be completely different. They will make the playoffs and get beat in the first round, but have an incredibly successful first season under Jordan Love's stewardship.
How'd he do, Jason?
Pretty good. I wouldn't use the word stewardship, but I would have said, just to be snarky, I would have said, they're going to the Super Bowl! And then I would have answered it honestly, which is exactly how. Look, I'm convinced they're going to the playoffs. I don't have any doubt with that at this point. I believe we talked about it earlier in the week. I'm expanding now, Tausch, like you asked me to.
Yeah,
we talked about it earlier in the week. Like, now, given their position and their schedule remaining, I think it'll be a disappointment if they don't go to the playoffs for most, including me. Because that will be one hell of a first season for Jordan Love and a hell of a storyline and narrative. And as Tausch likes to talk about, the jet fuel or the gasoline on the fire, for their development as a team, for them to make the playoffs, in this season. Oh, so good for their future in 24, 25, and beyond.
All right, I'm going to ask one more just because I'm fascinated. I don't know Jason's answer to this. If Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst are in Goody's garage, what's the first? If Matt LaFleur what would he say to Brian Gutekunst after that win Sunday night? He stops over. What are those two doing if he pulls into his garage beer?
Goody, we as a staff are making this work, but you still made it really tough on us, and I'd like you to listen to me on occasion.
Oh, yeah, we're different on that. I thought it'd be Bro Hug City. I can't believe this thing is going this fast. Way to go, Goody. Matt, you've done a fantastic job, and like a big old bear hug. That's how I envision it.
And I thought the answer would be keep it down. It's 3 a.m. after the Sunday night win against the Chiefs.
Good one,
Touché.
Jesse.
Nice job, Jesse.
All right, I thought it went.
I didn't even get to my favorite one, which was the last one.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's go.
Jason,
What are you doing?
finish this sentence for Tausch. Technology is so frustrating. What next? Are we going to have to...
Wow. That's a really good one. I'm curious what you had in mind, because all I know is that the iPhone battery is such a problem for him. I'm envisioning him with a flip phone. Are we going to have to go back to the rotary phone? How's that?
Yeah, I mean, since we literally had that conversation yesterday, and you basically took what I said, I give you an attaboy. And this is going to be one of the rare times. So I invented a game. I typically win everything on this show, whether it's Steinhoffels or headlines or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I am giving Jason a split decision win against me.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, it's unprecedented. But Jason,
wow.
Kudos to you. Kudos to you.
Not bad for starting the segment by getting yelled at by you. All right.
Who yelled at you? God, are you sensitive?
Jesse.
Oh, my Lord.
Jesse, did he get after me?
It was a feisty segment. There's no
It
doubt.
was not yelling.
It was
I
feisty.
don't understand constructive criticism with media people.
You're right.
It just doesn't work.
You're right.
It doesn't
You don't
work.
understand constructive criticism and what that means.
No, I understand it.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to hear it.
But
That's
if you
what it is.
two and Goody and LaFleur were all having a Coors Light in the garage.
Me and Goody would bludgeon those two. I can promise you that.
Nice.
And then
Fair?
drink a Coors Light together and toast and look
We
down
would.
at Matt LaFleur and I laying in a... Never mind. I'm not going to go with that graphic
Don't
any
get into
further.
that, but you know what? Everybody's happy. Jason's happy. Obviously, Matt LaFleur's happy. Goody's happy. I'm happy when I have a Coors Light in my hand. Brewed with a three-step cold process, cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it's made to chill. Make sure those mountains are blue. That's when you know the cans are cold activated and chilled to perfection. That's why it is Coors Light in my hand when I need a moment to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
More next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and it's another Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints. Red, white, green, gold. Not only are they the bold colors of our state's favorite football teams, they're also some of the most recognizable colors of the holiday season. Whatever colors your next paint project calls for, do what my family did and trust Holman Lindsay's pro painters to get the job done right. Choosing the pros is the way to go. All you have to do to get connected with them is stop into any of Holman Lindsay's Madison area locations, ask, and they'll help find the pro painters best suited for what you need. And don't forget, there's only one paint in Wisconsin made for Wisconsin's weather year-round, and that's Holman Lindsay Paints. Holman Lindsay, great paint, great people, and stay tuned to enjoy Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints.
You Rah! Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Stoughton Trailers. Big trailers and big opportunity at Stoughton Trailers. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, supply chain, and more. To apply today, go to stojobs.com. Following Wisconsin men's basketball's big win on the road Tuesday night at Michigan State, head coach Greg Gard and the Badgers look forward to the #1 team in the country this Saturday as the Badgers travel to take on Arizona. Head coach Greg Gard.
Yeah, I think whenever you're playing against good teams, and specifically when you go on the road, you have to be able to control tempo to a degree. You have to be able to get to the free throw line.
The 23rd ranked Badgers, now winners of 6 in a row. Tip time against #1 Arizona on Saturday, set for 2:15 p.m. on ESPN.
Unwrap your gift now, but pay later. Right now at Pella, put no money down, no payment, and no interest for up to 18 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
LabCorp Clinical Trials is changing to a new name, Fortrea. While the name may be different, Fortrea combines decades of great experience and professionalism with new opportunities for clinical trial participation. It's more than a mission and more than a new name. Fortrea is dedicated to moving healthcare forward. To learn more about the future of healthcare and upcoming clinical trials, visit us at FortreaClinicalTrials.com. That's FORTREA clinicaltrials.com.
Grassland Dairy is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin and sustained by innovation. Since 1904, the Wietrich family has worked with hundreds of dairy farmers to consistently produce the highest quality dairy products. Grassland's commitment to quality starts with the way their dairy farmers care for their cows and carries through every step of their innovative processing and delivery. They are proud to offer a wide range of reliable and nutritious dairy ingredients. Grassland Dairy is family owned in Wisconsin and has been crafting butter for 5 generations.
Do more together this holiday in a new Chevy. Take on more adventure in the strong and capable Chevy Silverado. More confidence in the Chevy Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs 2 years running. And more value in the all-new Chevy Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Bring the holidays together in a new Chevy. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today. For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Jim Rutledge here to talk to you about North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, the official barbecue joint of Rutledge and Hamilton and the official barbecue joint of the Rutledge household. We love going to all 3 of their locations, whether it's in DeForest, Madison, or in Verona. We get the same great service and food every time we go, no matter the location. Even better, when we have parties, cookouts, or anything in between, I don't have to spend all my time over the grill. Instead, I give a call to the folks at North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. So hurry in to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, the official barbecue joint of Rutledge and Hamilton and the official barbecue joint of the Rutledge household.
You gotta get down on Friday. It's time to finish the week off right. It's Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Hallman Lindsay.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Time to close out the week with the way we close out every week, and we love the fact that we finish our weeks on a high note. Time to close out the week with Feel Good Friday, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints. And that'd be a lie. I was going to say I always feel good when I talk to this guy, but I feel good about what we're going to talk about with him now. It is our friend Ben Brust from KBN. Benjamin, how are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Very excited to share some good news on a Friday. It's just I didn't know how this was going to come about, but I'm happy that you guys have had me on so I can share with your very loyal listening audience.
So tell us the last time I checked in with you on your endeavor, you were just jumping in Lake Michigan if the Packers made the playoffs, right?
That is correct.
That has evolved?
When was that? Call in.
When was that, Benny?
It was before the Detroit Lions game where a caller called in and I was just like, they're not going to rip off the next 2 and then make the playoffs. And I was like, if they make the playoffs, I'll jump in Lake Michigan. Now with that, Jordan Love had continued to show progress. I'd say think Matt LaFleur said things felt different with the Pittsburgh game, and I would agree. And there was progress, but it doesn't mean that I felt as if the team was going to be able to handle those two games in prime time. But I was wrong, and I'm willing to admit when I was wrong. So then Giving Tuesday came around, and Coach Gard was on leading up to Wisconsin-Marquette. Great cause that Coach Gard is involved with is Guarding Against Cancer, which he started when he became the head coach. His family has been affected by cancer, and they've raised $7.5 million at Guarding Against Cancer since 2016. And the cool part about that is Wisconsin loves Wisconsin, and those funds raised stay in the state of Wisconsin to help at the Carbone Center with research, to help at hospital systems across the state. And so just that initiative, I was like, you know what? Let's do some giving. I was just feeling giving on a Tuesday. And I pledged $100 for every Jordan Love touchdown the rest of the season to Guarding Against Cancer, in which Coach Gard accepted and matched. And from that $200 conversation for every touchdown, today has turned into $2,500 per touchdown for the rest of the season. So playoffs, as I know you asked around if they knew what that meant, I'm hoping playoffs.
$2,500 per touchdown.
And Benny, can that continue? Can you, if somebody else, can it go up? Can you get it to $5,000 per touchdown?
Yeah, so if you want to get involved, just my DMs are open on Twitter. You can email me. I think it's on the website. You could find a way to get a hold of me. And I
what
would
is
love
that
for anyone to
website,
get
Ben?
involved.
What is that website, Ben?
Touchdownsforlove.com. Touchdowns, F-O-R, love.com. And so if you don't have the means to donate per touchdown, that is 100% okay. We had somebody donate $10 who said, I've been affected by cancer. I'm a big Packers and, Badger basketball fan, so to see that connection come together. Again, hearing the comments, seeing the comments, and you can donate whatever you can, or you can just watch from afar. And I think it really is fun because the Chiefs game was the first game we started this, and obviously they had 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, and they're at the goal line. I'm like, bootleg. I don't want the A.J. Dillon up the gut because I want to help raise money for Guarding Against Cancer. So it's been really fun, and it will change the way you watch and root for Jordan Love, as it's already easy to as it is.
As of right now, I am on touchdownsforlove.com, which then goes to give.wiscmedicine.org. $5,685 raised, $56.85 as of right now. And you can click the donate
Jason,
button there.
The cool part is we had 1,700 per touchdown in the Kansas City game. We've gotten 8 more pledges for $100, so we will be adding $2,400 to that total to go back for the Kansas City game, and moving forward, $2,500 per touchdown the rest of the season. So we'll be around 8,000 sometime afternoon here.
I think my favorite part of this, though, Tausch, is if you look at the picture, it's Ben Brust not in a New York Jets number 8 jersey signed by Matt LaFleur. It's Ben in his throwback 10 Jordan Love jersey that wore earlier this season.
Yeah, he's come a long way because it was and now is your buddy Mark in New Berlin involved? He has been the biggest stan of Jordan Love ever, and he's kind of called it exactly right, has he not? Is Mark in New Berlin a part of this whole operation?
He is not. We have reached out on back channels. He's an amazing person. Obviously, why did I say he's an amazing person?
I don't know.
He was the clown of our show for so long on Scal's Own Brust, but he was right. Is Jordan Love the Ferrari in the garage? And maybe was the Ferrari just the car that all of the other young players on the team really wanted to hang out with, and Aaron Rodgers was a Rolls Royce and they didn't really want one because it was too luxury and almost too not cool for the young kids. I don't know. But calling Jordan Love the Ferrari in the garage while they're going to back-to-back NFC Championship games and having a number 1 seed and hosting a home playoff game, it was a tough stance to continue to not flip-flop like I do more than Brett Favre coming out of retirement. So props to Mark in New Berlin for staying strong on Jordan Love. And here's the thing. for me, and I've talked about it with both of you, the thing that has been most impressive, no D-Bach, virtually no Aaron Jones, the youngest wide receiver in tight end group since 2017 0-16 Browns. He has just about everything that could be working against him, and he continues to fight through that and elevate the team, especially the last couple weeks. So when you're looking at evaluating him, I mean, look around the rest of the top 10 quarterbacks and look at the weapons. And Musgrave went. I mean, you name it. He has to battle through it, and the team has come together, and they obviously believe in him. So I think that speaks volumes beyond just the numbers, but what he's been able to do for the team.
Okay, so Benny, you're still – so unless the Packers fizzle and don't make the playoffs, when will you be jumping into the lake?
So at this point, with all the money that will be raised for the touchdowns, I'm going in. I don't care if anyone else goes in. I'm going in like Michigan for all the help that I've received from everyone on Touchdowns for Love. So that is my pledge outside of the 100 per touchdown. I will be jumping in frigid Lake Michigan, but it would be more rewarding if it came from the fact that they made the playoffs.
Sure. Okay, so Benny, you've asked Wilde and Tausch to support and help. I am going to. How long will you stay in the lake? Because if you can get to a minute, the Wilde and Tausch crew, mainly probably me, will throw $1,000 at the Guarding Against Cancer. We will throw $1,000 in. Wow. You have to stay in for a minute, though.
Holy cow!
It's $1,000. Do you want it? You want to help raise money?
Not that long.
I'm in with doctor's approval.
No. I see these people jumping. There's cold tub therapy now. You're supposed to go 2.5 minutes. So I'm actually
I know Balaga has a cold plunge down in Florida, but like he's also
1
sitting
minute
outside in the hot sun while sitting in there.
We'll have your team make the stopwatch. You have to stay in there for 1 minute, and the Wilde and Tausch crew here has got $1,000 to your cause.
Waist down, are we looking at?
Well, yeah, of course. You don't have to go head down, but you have to be up to your shoulders. Yeah.
Shoulders? Come on.
Well, yeah.
Give me
This isn't some child's play. Yeah, get your butt in there. You talked big. You're doing great things with it. Now let's finish the deal. I'm all in. I'm excited for you. And you know what? I love the fact when you talk smart and you kind of don't know what you're talking about, and you've made it into a great cause for Greg and for the whole Guarding Against Cancer team, which we all love and support. Kudos to you. And, you know, we usually love giving you a lot of grief. There ain't no grief given. This has been great what you've been doing.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you both having me on. And, you know, I think it's been super exciting to see the shift. And I think one last thing, if I may. The day in which I ran into Matt LaFleur wearing an Aaron Rodgers number 8 Jets jersey was the day that I forgot how much the people of Wisconsin supported me and really only care about what's important to them, and that's the Green Bay Packers. And so lost sight of that, and in a good way, I think bringing this whole thing full circle could be a great way to bridge that gap. And I truly believe for now, until I flip-flop, that Jordan Love is the guy.
Benny, keep up the great work, buddy. We appreciate you. Thanks for being our Feel Good Friday, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints.
Absolutely. Thank you. And touchdownsforlove.com if you want to get involved. Thanks, boys.
All right. Touchdownsforlove.com. Thanks again to Ben Brust as our Feel Good Friday. Coming up next, a review like a greatest hits from the Academy. Headlines so far this season. That's next from Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
Hey, this is former Badger Brad Norton.
9 minutes of fake. Great call and great execution.
You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson, Sports Center, brought to you by Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania. Big game tomorrow night to tip off the basketball season on Prep Mania. 4th-ranked Verona, 3rd-ranked McFarland girls basketball. Coverage starts at 6:45, tip at 7 o'clock, streaming tomorrow exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel with our live free video stream. A game that will not be taking place tomorrow night for the Milwaukee Bucks, the NBA in-season tournament inaugural championship. That's because the Bucks lost last night at the hands of the Indiana Pacers. Final score 128-119. Tyrese Halliburton, of course, leading the way for the Indiana Pacers. Oshkosh North Zone with 27 points. Bucks had 37 and 10 from Giannis, 24-7 and 7 from Damian Lillard. Still wasn't enough to get over the hump in the inaugural in-season tournament semifinal. Pacers-Lakers. LeBron and the Lakers got it done yesterday against the Pelicans. That is your championship game for the in-season tournament. Saturday night on ABC and on 100.5 ESPN. Elite 8-bound Wisconsin volleyball takes on Oregon at the Fieldhouse tomorrow. Any more on that, you can watch on ESPNU tomorrow.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Spirits are bright, love and joy are all around us. Now, sit back and enjoy the sounds of the season. Football season. Wilde and Tausch, Fleet Farm, and Mark Tauscher's Headline Academy proudly present Headlines for the Holidays on ESPN Wisconsin.
Ah, yes. Happy holidays, one and all. Welcome in to Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the Holidays on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. My name's Jesse Nelson, the producer of Wilde and Tausch, with Jason Wilde and Mark Tauscher weekdays 9 to noon on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. Subscribe, rate, review Wilde and Tausch on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. Over the course of the next hour, we'll relive some of the magical sounds of the football season from Mark Tauscher and his Headline Academy. For those of you wondering, what the heck are we doing here? All season long, Tausch has predicted, in some cases, the results of each week's Packers game with a musical rendition, a Tausch original, inspired by a wide range, to say the least, of musical artists. Where did it all begin? How about last year in Detroit? As all great holiday special albums begin, we start with Tausch's impression of Eminem.
Receiver's palms are sweaty. D-Box knees weak. Rodgers' arm is heavy. LaFleur is spitting up his mom's spaghetti. There's vomit on his sweater already. Team's nervous. On the surface, the squad looks calm and ready. Rodgers ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting that Devontae's gone. And the whole crowd goes so loud, but he opens his mouth and Aaron Jones' name won't come out. The pack is choking how? All the fans are joking now. Playoff clock runs out. Time's up for Barry. Pow! Goot lost himself in the moment. The fans will never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to go. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime to go to a Super Bowl.
So that was in the 2022 season. Of course, a lot has changed for the Green Bay Packers as we get into the 2023 season. Remember all the way back to week 1, the sun was shining on Soldier Field in Jordan Love's debut as the Packers' starting quarterback, and Tausch brought it in week 1.
It's gonna take a little time and the O-line to get him over. You better read the Bears D-line, so he'll be around when the season's over. I wanna know who love is. I want you to show me. I wanna see Goody's kids play and give some positivity to Wildy. I wanna know what love is. I want him to show me. I wanna see what love is. And give credit to Goody.
Wilde and Tausch's headlines for the holidays on ESPN Wisconsin. My name's Jesse Nelson. That was Tausch's rendition of Week 1's headline. The Packers, of course, went on to beat the Chicago Bears, and we started feeling pretty good about what love is. Week 2, of course, there was that fourth quarter collapse against the Atlanta Falcons, but leading into the game, Tausch delivered the goods. How do you follow up such a great performance with his Week 1 headline? Well, here you go with Week 2.
This guy named Love, the Falcons, they can't handle him, QB. Named Love, LaFleur has him slinging it. The Pack's ready for another road win by Love. This thing called love. The Bears cried
at Soldier Field all night.
Good runs,
good drives,
good drives. Moves all over like Kenny Clark. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I was in that one. That's fun. Wilde and Tausch's headlines for the holidays. Still plenty more to come, including country music sensation Old T. Disney fans probably going to want to plug your ears a little bit for how Tausch and I performed as the Lions came to Lambeau Field on Thursday Night Football, and much more reliving Tausch's headlines of this 2023 NFL season for the Green Bay Packers. Stick around. Headlines for the holidays from the Wilde and Tausch Headline Academy continues next.
Deck the halls with Tausch's headlines. You're listening to Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the Holidays on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
Hey, it's Molly Brown, and today is my favorite day. It's Free Food Friday here at ESPN Madison, brought to you by Pasquale's Cantina. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite fajita taco salad or the chips and guac, Pasquale's Cantina never fails to make delicious food for lunch and dinner. Friends keep coming back, and new friends are made at Pasquale's Cantina. Check out their menu and the location nearest to you at Pasquale'sCantina.com, bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Pat Rice will retire after 32 years at the helm of the Wanakee Warriors.
It's certainly something that you just don't randomly do. I'm retiring from teaching. I think one of the things to be effective and really effective at the highest level, you've got to be in the school.
Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania is also brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management, Pasquale's Cantina, UW Credit Union, Stoughton Trailers, the GRB Academy, and Stoughton Health.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Sarah Tauscher here, encouraging you to enjoy Prairie Athletic Club's Platinum membership. It's everything you want in a membership. The Platinum membership at the PAC includes unlimited CrossFit, Pilates, hot yoga, and bar, along with training zone and boot camp classes. The PAC has everything you need, including a ton of new equipment. No other health club offers you more for your money. Stop by today or visit prairieathletic.com to check out all of their membership specials. That's prairieathletic.com. Prairie Athletic Club, family fun community.
Braylon Allen here for Iron Jock Performance Gear and Apparel. You know why Iron Jock says it's what's inside? It's the technology, the 4-way stretch, fit, and feel, the science that is built into the fabric. This isn't any ordinary clothing that you wear 5 times and the fabric breaks down. Iron Jock is tested and proven to kill 99.9% of the bacteria for the lifetime of the gear. It'll feel as new after 75 washes as it did the day you got it. Get yours at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
Mike Greenberg. Greeny. The transfer portal has been great for college football. It has been great for the athletes themselves. It has had absolutely no negative impact on fan interest or anything else. It's just hurting some of the people who don't want to play by the new rules, and I say, get them out. There'll be plenty of people willing to play this game too.
Greeny, weekdays noon to 2 on 100.5 ESPN.
I was rolling my rig on a Crescent City run with my hands on the wheel looking into the sun. With a flash, I became temporarily blind by a plate glass truck I was tailing behind. Next thing I know, I'm in the side of a ditch with a bent rear wheel and a broken off hitch. But I was hauling again in just a short while, 'cause Truckstar Collision is on my speed dial. Do you operate a fleet, whether it's heavy-duty 18-wheelers or medium-duty delivery vans? And does vehicle downtime make you cringe? Time is money, and a fleet vehicle on the sideline hurts, because you need your fleet to be up and running 100% of the time. If one of your heavy or medium-duty fleet vehicles is out of commission, Truckstar Collision Center in Deerfield will get it back on the road quickly. Since Truckstar is a full-service facility, the complete repair is done in-house, saving you time and money. And remember, they're able to repair both heavy and medium-duty vehicles. Truckstar Collision Center, minutes off I-94 in Deerfield. Call 888-400-1002 or log on to truckstarcollision.com.
If you're here for a silent night, you're definitely in the wrong place. You're listening to Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the Holidays on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
My buddy Jordan has been awesome, making lots of touchdown throws. And Jones and Watson in the lineup, things are surely looking way up, even though with D-Bach nobody knows. The Pack's got key players that I know you've heard of. With them back on the field, Green Bay is second to none. You might like Detroit and their kneecap bite in, but on Thursday night, Love's got some famous friends. Yeah, he does.
There's Jason Wilde joining in on the fun as the Packers got set for Thursday Night Football against the Detroit Lions. Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the Holidays on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand, reliving Mark Tauscher's Academy and, of course, the rest of us joining in on the fun as well, predicting the outcomes of Packers games all season long in the best musical renditions we can bring you. Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the Holidays. My name's Jesse Nelson, the producer of Wilde and Tausch, with you for the experience here today. That was Jason's prediction for Packers-Lions on Thursday Night Football. The game ended up being kind of ugly that night at Lambeau Field, and so did the ultimate result of this live performance that I helped Tausch out with Jesse Nelson on the keyboard. Here is Mark Tauscher with the dulcet tones of Elton John's Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
There'll be no calm surrender, but at the end of day, LaFleur has to keep wondering who the hell's gonna play. At this point, the Super Bowl is totally theoretical, but Al Michaels still believes in a Packers miracle. Can the Lions deal with love tonight? He could be a star. It's amazing with these wide-eyed receivers that we got this far. And can love deal with the Lions tonight? It will be a test. We'll find out after 60 minutes if D-Bach needs more rest. We'll find out after 60 minutes who is the North's best.
So obviously that one wasn't super, so Tausch needed to kind of get back to basics, had a little extra time. Packers had a time off before the Monday Night Football game against the Las Vegas Raiders. When you think Vegas, you think Elvis. That's where Tausch's Headline Academy went for the next performance. It's probably not a coincidence that the Packers started to struggle about this time in the season, because so did some of the headline and the performances that we heard. Here is Tausch's Headlines, inspired by Elvis Presley, for Monday Night Football when the Packers visited the Las Vegas Raiders.
Wise men say only fools draft love, but Goody couldn't help trading Adams and Rogers too. Will Quay play? Will it be Jimmy or Aiden? We'll find out tonight in the city of sin. Watch the rookies grow, and LaFleur can fire Barry. If we keep a healthy Jones, playoffs are meant to be. Force love to pass, hurt his O-line too. But watch the Pack tonight, win it 25-22.
Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the holidays. My name's Jesse Nelson, leading you through this experience, reliving Mark Tauscher's greatest headlines from his academy, presented by Fleet Farm throughout the course of the Green Bay Packers season. So, of course, devastating primetime losses against the Detroit Lions and the Las Vegas Raiders. Next up was the Denver Broncos. This is where the production value significantly increased for Tausch's Headlines throughout the course of this football season. We circle back to the country music theme as the Packers and Broncos met in late October.
There's the Broncos, they've been stinking. Sean Payton's hoodwinking, Dolphin blowout, badmouth hacking. Season's in a straitjacket. Well, is Mr. Unlimited still a superstar? Not by far.
Broncos country, let's rock.
You can kiss him goodbye. 69 points on a 67-yard touchdown run.
From top to bottom, you're not good enough. Whoever picked this talent, you're not good enough. The coaches, you're not good enough. The talent on the field is not good enough.
In the biggest situations, you need your best players to make plays.
Wilson left the football, rolling towards the sideline, picked up by the Jets, and he goes.
Yeah, that's the truth. We really should and could be 4-1.
I love Denver. It's my kind of place. Just showing up at the stadium puts a W in our place. It ain't too hard. Just don't be subpar. Love, 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 love. I love Denver.
What an experience this is truly turning out to be. Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the holidays, presented by Fleet Farm. My name's Jesse Nelson. Coming up next, the Packers' struggles continue, and so did Tausch's delivery in his headlines. Stick around. Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the holidays rolls on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
Is he a musical genius, or is he horrible? More of Tausch's Headlines for the holidays are coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. The Minnesota Vikings, one of 5, 6, and 6 NFC teams fighting for a postseason berth, head to Las Vegas to face Devontae Adams and the Raiders. Coverage begins at 4 Eastern on select ESPN radio stations.
It's December to remember at Metro Ford of Madison. Don't miss out on great offers like a rugged 2023 Ford F-150 for 2.9% APR for 72 months to qualified credit, $15.15 per $1,000 borrowed. Or the sleek 2023 Ford Edge for 0% APR for 66 months. Additionally, you'll receive a gift with the purchase of a new vehicle, 2 years no charge maintenance, a 4K TV, $500 gift card, or first payment paid up to $500. All exclusive to Metro Ford of Madison.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Grassland Dairy is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin and sustained by innovation. Since 1904, the Wheatrick family has worked with hundreds of dairy farmers to consistently produce the highest quality dairy products. Grassland's commitment to quality starts with the way their dairy farmers care for their cows and carries through every step of their innovative processing and delivery. They are proud to offer a wide range of reliable and nutritious dairy ingredients. Grassland Dairy is family owned in Wisconsin and has been crafting butter for 5 generations.
Dash the Dane. That's right, Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company has expanded their delivery offerings with DoorDash. New customers get $5 off your first order of $25 or more. And don't forget, Dash Pass subscribers always receive free delivery. Order delivery today at GreatDanePub.com or on the DoorDash app and get food delivered from the Great Dane closest to you. Downtown, Hilldale, Fitchburg, or East Madison. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's home for craft beer and pub food since 1994.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
Ho, ho, ho! I need a window.
Baby, it's cold outside.
So where do I go? Ho,
Come on,
ho.
Santa. Go to Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Put no money down, no payment, and no interest for up to 18 months.
Pella now, pay later. Ho,
That's right, Santa. Plus, our elves install year-round and in as little as 1 day. Offer ends December 31st. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. See show for details.
Mark Tosher here for Chalmers Jewelers. Well, it's always a good time to get that special someone in your life a beautiful gift. And when I'm in need of a new piece of jewelry, Chalmers Jewelers is my go-to place. Whether I want a timeless classic or a one-of-a-kind piece, Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison has just what I'm looking for. My life has been made so much easier thanks to the great team over at Chalmers Jewelers, and is the reason I keep going back for more. Visit chalmersjewelers.com to find your perfect new piece of jewelry today.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN. Spirits are bright, love and joy are all around us. Now, sit back and enjoy the sounds of the season. Football season. Wilde and Tausch, Fleet Farm, and Mark Tauscher's Headline Academy proudly present Headlines for the Holidays on ESPN Wisconsin.
Welcome back in. Headlines for the holidays from Wilde and Tausch on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. My name's Jesse Nelson, the producer of Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. We like to think of this a little bit as our gift to you this holiday season because it has truly been a gift all season long. Every time Tausch comes in before a Packers game with a headline predicting or pseudo-predicting what is going to happen in the Packers game for the upcoming weekend. Still plenty to cover as we continue here on Headlines for the Holidays. So we've gotten through essentially the first 2 months of the season outside of one game we're going to get to here in just a second. We started with Jordan Love's great start in Chicago and then kind of the fall off for the Packers, offensive struggles, a couple of bad losses to the Broncos and the Raiders. So what would happen next? Well, the struggles continued, at least for just a little bit. Here is Tausch's next rendition of a headline. This was ahead of the Packers-Vikings game at Lambeau Field on a dreary Sunday afternoon, again with the Packers struggling to put points on the board. Here is Tausch's headline ahead of Packers and Vikings earlier this season.
Love, exciting and new. MVPs, we're expecting to love. Goody's riskiest choice. We'll put some dread in PA's voice.
This is not Detroit,
A
man.
love show.
This is the Super Bowl.
Soon we'll be making a playoff run. The Vikings once rented a yacht for some naughty fun. Gary Stripsack, Kirk Cousins, and give fans a TD chance.
Fires into the end zone. Caught.
JJ
Touchdown. No.
can't hurt us today. And their best running back, they just gave him away. It's love.
It is gone. No.
Love Boat's a little bit before my time. I had to look up some stuff ahead of time helping Tausch recording that one. But great line from Tausch. He bounces back strong after a couple of questionable performances. But, of course, he was outdone on this day. A very special headline performed by Josh in Heartland, one of the great fans of Wilde and Tausch. He brought it because he wanted to contribute. Josh is a musical guy, the former official, unofficial voice coach of Scalzo and Brust when they were still rolling with their show. Josh in Heartland, he brought it for a headline special contribution ahead of that Packers-Vikings game. Have you seen the musical Hamilton? Even if you have, this might be better.
We have the Green Bay Packers, losers of 3 straight. Drop to the middle of a forgotten spot within the standings. From awful play by the offense and squalor, can anyone step up and be a baller? The great defense, first round picks with so few picks, trying to play smarter but asking why it's so harder to stop the run against teams who aren't any good. Another week, what opponent will run it even farther? Alexander Madison. His name is Alexander Madison, and there's 1,000 yards he hasn't run. But just you wait, just you wait. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Hockenson on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Hockenson on your side.
Is there any hope for Green Bay?
Justin Jefferson staying home. 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 Yeah, he's been on the IR for so long. love no one appreciates. He beat the Bears and the Saints, but incomplete, and we keep passing anyway. Incomplete. So many mistakes, there must be a reason. Matt's by his side during the Susan slide. If they're willing to wait for him, then I'm willing to wait for him.
I am not taking a downfield shot. I am not taking a downfield shot. And yo, I'm hitting on my check down, so we go for it on 4th downs, and I'm not taking a downfield shot.
A message from Drama Queen. A message from Drama Queen. A message from Drama Queen. You say the price for Jordan Love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your beer, which you hurl at the TV when I'm on McAfee. Why so sad? Thought the offense was supposed to be better when I went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember that after retirement, I'm your man. I'll be back. Soon you'll see, you'll remember the way things were with me. I'll be back, time will tell. You will hang high my number 12. Coaches rise, GMs fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, even with the messed up Achilles, I'm so much better than Jordan Love. Ba-da-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da. Ellen Randall, sing. Ba-da-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Vikings 20, Packers 19.
Truly remarkable from Josh and Heartland. An all-time headline performed on Wilde and Tausch. Headlines presented by Fleet Farm. This is Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the Holidays. My name's Jesse Nelson, the producer of the show. Josh and Heartland, just an outstanding contribution to Wilde and Tausch. That's why Jason and Tausch both say he may earn a spot in the Wilde and Tausch Hall of Fame if we ever get around to creating that thing at any point. And maybe it was Josh and Heartland's headline that helped turn around the entire season for the Green Bay Packers, because they've won a few games since that headline, and it started with that Sunday afternoon game at home at Lambeau Field against the Los Angeles Chargers. Jordan Love starting to look good, like the guy in Green Bay. This was where it all started, but we didn't know that before the game, and that's why Tausch's headline sounded like this.
Kill the headlight, the season's in neutral. Dumpster fire flaming with the offense in cruise control. Barry's in trouble with an overhyped D. Got a couple of coaches asleep on the love seat. Wilde came in saying I'm insane to proclaim that the Packer playoff team and that D-Bach would be playing. Don't believe everything that I breathe. For 3 years running, I said this is a Super Bowl team. So I'll save some face with a shot in the dark. Josh from Heartland, better octaves than Mark. Yo. Book it. So I was off before. The Pack's a loser, baby. Tausch wrong about the playoffs. Double barrel buckshot. So I may be wrong once more. The Pack's a loser, baby. Free falling for Caleb.
There was actually only one more loser, baby, for the Green Bay Packers game performance after Tausch made that prediction. Of course, the Packers went on to beat the LA Chargers at Lambeau Field, and then the Steelers the next week. That's the last game the Packers have lost, which is just crazy to think about at this point. Pretty fun season this has ultimately become for the G&G. Here is Tausch's prediction for when the Packers rolled into the Steel City to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tausch realized he wouldn't be able to do this all season alone, so in addition to some of the help he'd already recruited, he really recruited some help on this one, going with a professional to deliver the headline for Packers Steelers.
Hey guys, are we pre-gaming or no?
By Jordan Love, by Jordan Love. Get that Super Bowl ring, my friend. It will make everything alright.
guys think we're going to beat the Bears this year or no?
I still can't believe Tausch actually recruited a professional musician to help with that. John Schneider, the guy who is the lead singer for that group, performing the headline for Packers and Steelers. Hey, as of the recording of this show, the Green Bay Packers have not lost since that game against Pittsburgh. Still to come, Taylor Swift, a few other special performances on Thanksgiving with the Packers and Lions squaring off in Detroit. Plenty to look forward to as we continue on with Headlines for the Holidays, presented by Wilde and Tausch and by Fleet Farm on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
Is he a musical genius, or is he horrible? More of Tausch's Headlines for the Holidays are coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here for the great team at Everlight Solar. It's the season of giving and spreading holiday cheer, so why not give yourself more control over your energy bill by making the switch to Everlight Solar? You can bet that was something my family and I cheered about when we trusted the great team at Everlight Solar to help us make the switch. From the very first conversation, the Everlight team educated us on all the benefits of switching to solar. Their ability to explain things along the way to keep us informed helped make the switch super easy. Save money and help save the planet by making the switch to solar. Join our family in creating a greener environment for ourselves and for our community by switching to solar. Learn more and schedule a free consultation at everlightsolar.com. That's everlightsolar.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
This Badger Minute brought to you by the Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's home for craft beer and pub food since 1994. Find the Great Dane nearest you at greatdanepub.com. The Wisconsin Badgers volleyball team is moving on in the NCAA tournament. The Badgers punched their ticket to the Elite Eight with a 4-set win over Penn State at the Fieldhouse on Thursday. Sarah Franklin led the way with 15 kills. CeCe Crawford chipped in with 10 blocks. And Izzy Ashford and MJ Hamill combined for 42 assists in the victory. It's Wisconsin and Oregon at the Fieldhouse this Saturday with a trip to the Final Four on the line. The match begins at 7 o'clock and tickets are sold out.
Unwrap your gift now, but pay later. Right now at Pella, put no money down, no payment, and no interest for up to 18 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
I am the fittest, healthiest, and lightest I've been in years thanks to the team at Carbon World Health. Jim Rutledge here, and I've been working with Dr. Nestor Rodriguez and his training staff for years now, and I've seen my fitness and strength increase steadily. Now I'm seeing weight loss like I've never expected thanks to semaglutide. I'm dropping fat, not muscle, with this game-changing, FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Go to carbonworldhealth.com today to learn more.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde for Associated Bank. Looking for a bank with home field advantage? You got it. At Associated Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors. That's why scoring a Packers checking account is the right play for your pay. And here's the kicker. Your Packers debit card gets you 10% off at the Packers Pro Shop. Join the team today. Open your Packers checking account at AssociatedBank.com/Packers. Associated Bank, the bank of the Packers since 1919. Your money works here. Member FDIC.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
I'm attorney David Gruber. We've helped injured Wisconsinites for more than 30 years. Trust our hometown team to get you back in the game. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
From a seat in the stands to the best seat on the couch, Tito's Handmade Vodka is there on game day for every fan. Find cocktail recipes at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Deck the halls with Tausch's headlines. You're listening to Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the Holidays on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand.
Second half, Chargers, Lions, KC. Oh, good morning, Mr. Tauscher. Going down?
Not working very well for the Stenman.
No!
Not working for Joe Barry.
No, yeah!
Is this a team I'm a-picking?
No!
Everybody's got an injury.
Whoa, yeah!
But who am I gonna blame? They tell me that love is fine. LaFleur and Goody say no to the rebuild. Better read between the lines. Love needs a coordinator. Throwing it up and it hits the ground. Love needs a coordinator. They're tossing a pick and we're going down.
All right, yeah, that one made everyone a little uncomfortable doing the Aerosmith with the music video intro. My apologies. It was Tausch's idea. Execution was poor. Didn't really pull it all off. Plus, the whole thing was a little pitchy. We apologize if any dogs are barking or if any windows are shattered. That was not our best work. Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the Holidays on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. My name's Jesse Nelson, the producer of Wilde and Tausch, guiding you through this entire experience, replaying some of our favorite headlines from Mark Tauscher on Wilde and Tausch over the course of this football season. That one inspired by Aerosmith. Let's make it a little more family-friendly, a little more wholesome. As we approached the Thanksgiving holiday, Tausch brought in some help while he was on vacation in Fort Myers, Florida. Here is the headline predicted for Packers-Lions. Of course, the Packers went on to win the game on Thanksgiving Day.
Al is hoping Luke Musgrave's okay. Oh, resort checks perfect snaps all day. V is very, very, we don't blame good old Joe Barry. E is evermore our blind supporter, Matt LaFleur. Love isn't all this team has for you. We'll win more than just a game or two. True love's growth has been slow. Just give thanks we're not Chicago. Love was made for me and you.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Special shout out to the ladies, including Sarah Tauscher, contributing to that headline for Tausch as the Academy delivered yet again with another solid performance. Speaking of the ladies, how about this great performance from Tausch's niece, Kaya? She performed earlier in the season for the Packers-Saints game, a Taylor Swift rendition, and now here again with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs rolling into Lambeau Field. She brought it once more when called upon. Tausch's niece, Kaya, with this headline for Packers-Chiefs on Sunday Night Football.
Once upon a time, a few mistakes ago, I was the GM. I saw Jordan Love intrigue me. JP was still there, good running back. When I passed on T, A-Rod clapped back. He angry. A-Rod's long gone, so Javante. And I realized this is my team. 'Cause love was worth the trouble when I drafted him. You're welcome now, future looking better than ever been. No rebuild, no love was worth the trouble when I drafted him. And A-Rod's gone now, talked with Pat about retiring. Always giving me a run around. Oh! Trouble. Oh!
trouble, trouble, trouble.
Outstanding work by Kaya, as always, anytime she has contributed to Wilde and Tausch's headlines throughout the course of the season. Of course, I like to kind of put my own in the mix. I thought I had a pretty good headline that week, too. Enjoy! I was there when we played Detroit the first time. Left in the fourth quarter, had enough. Seemed like we didn't win for another month. Now we're in a playoff race. What? I was also there for the Rams, and I didn't have much to cheer for with the fans, but I guess we beat Brett Rippon, that was fine. Now, the Chiefs quarterback's much better than that guy. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm going to the game again Sunday night, and ooh, 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 ooh. This time, I'm cheering, I'm not sleeping, but we are never, ever, ever beating Kansas City. We are never, ever, ever beating Swift and Kelsey. I'll go talk to Chiefs fans, talk to our fans, and do the wave on offense, because we are never, ever, ever, ever beating Kansas City. 30-23 Chiefs. I enjoyed that. I hope you did as well. Headlines for the holidays, presented by Fleet Farm and Wilde and Tausch on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. As we continue to add a few more headlines in over the next couple of weeks, as we replay this a few times for you, headlines for the holidays from Wilde and Tausch, we have a little extra time here at the end, so I want to go back and play two of what I think are our favorite headlines from the year. Tausch has to go last, of course, because he's the grand finale. So this Josh and Heartland Hamilton one is just so good. It just blew up the moment that we debuted it on the show before that Vikings game in early November. So let's play one more time Josh in Heartland's Hamilton montage for Wilde and Tausch's headlines, presented by Fleet Farm.
We have the Green Bay Packers, losers of 3 straight. Drop to the middle of a forgotten spot within the standings. From awful play by the offense and squalor, can anyone step up and be a baller? The great defense, first round picks with so few picks, trying to play smarter but asking why it's so harder to stop the run against teams who aren't any good. Another week, what opponent will run it even farther? Alexander Madison. His name is Alexander Madison, and there's 1,000 yards he hasn't run, but just you wait, just you wait. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Hockenson on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Hockenson on your side.
Is there any hope for Green Bay?
Justin Jefferson staying home. 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 Yeah, he's been on the IR for so long. Love no one appreciates. He beat the Bears and the Saints, but incomplete, 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 and we keep passing anyway. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. So many mistakes, there must be a reason. That's by his side during the Susan slide. If they're willing to wait for him, then I'm willing to wait for him. Wait for him, wait.
Are you not taking a downfield shot? Are you not taking a downfield shot? And yo, I'm hitting on my check down, so we go for it on 4th downs, and I'm not taking a downfield shot.
A message from Drama Queen. A message from Drama Queen. A message from Drama Queen. You say the price for Jordan Love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your beer, which you hurl at the TV when I'm on McAfee. Why so sad? Thought the offense was supposed to be better when I went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember that after retirement, I'm your man. I'll be back. Soon you'll see You'll remember the way things were with me. I'll be back, time will tell. You will hang high, my number 12. Coaches rise, GMs fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, even with the messed up Achilles, I'm so much better than Jordan Love. Ba-da-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da. Ellen Randall, sing! Ba-da-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Vikings 20, Packers 19.
That's just so good. Josh and Heartland bringing it for a Hamilton montage in Headlines presented by Fleet Farm. Headlines for the holidays on ESPN Wisconsin. Let's go back one more time as our grand finale to go all the way back to the beginning of the season, because I think the message that was pertained in this from Tausch, it was the song that let us all off today, and this season is really still pertinent. We want to know what Jordan Love is. So one more time, back to the stage to close out Headlines for the holidays, we bring back Mark Tauscher.
It's gonna take a little time and the old line to get him over. You better read the Bears D-line, so he'll be around when the season's over. I wanna know who Love is. I want you to show me. I wanna see Goody's kids play and give some positivity to Wildy. I wanna know what love is. I want him to show me. I wanna see what love is and give credit to Goody.
Hats off to Tausch, his academy, and everybody involved in creating the Headlines presented by Fleet Farm all season long on Wilde and Tausch. If you missed any of Headlines for the holidays, this show recapping some of Tausch's best work of the season, you can always subscribe to the Wilde and Tausch podcast on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. Get full show episodes of Wilde and Tausch in addition to Headlines for the holidays. On behalf of Mark Tauscher, Jason Wilde, the Headline Academy, and everyone involved at Wilde and Tausch and ESPN Wisconsin, my name's Jesse Delson, wishing you happy holidays from Wilde and Tausch. This has been Headlines for the holidays.
Joy to the world. The singing's done. This has been Wilde and Tausch's Headlines for the holidays on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe to listen to the show and all episodes of Wilde and Tausch on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts.
There's nothing like a great night's sleep. If your mattress isn't quite right, chances are you're not sleeping as well as you should be. Steinhoffel's exclusive Discover Your Sleep system maps your body and sleeping position, and then finds the perfect mattress for you through science. So, stop in and find your perfect mattress with the Discover Your Sleep system, only at Steinhoffel's. Relax. It's Steinhoffel's.
Mark Tausch